Hey! Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, February the 12th, and we are coming at you. Woo. That's right. Everybody's looking great this morning. I slept well. I feel good. I'm in a good mood.
That's incredible.
Right? Look out. Look out. I'm ready. Ready to take on the day. I hope you guys have a great day, too.
Thank you
honestly.
so much.
Really mean that.
I hope everybody has the best day. Sun is going to be shining today. What's the weather? What's the weather today? 51?
Yeah, it's going to be similar to yesterday. A little bit more cloudy, I think.
All right. High of 51, I believe. That's great.
53, 33 tonight.
Okay.
Probably cloudy.
Well,
yeah.
All right. I walked in the studio and Lerna's putting on her face.
Yeah.
You're lucky you don't have to put makeup on.
Right.
Yeah, but as guys, we got to deal with other stuff.
Like what?
being cool.
I'm talking prep for the show.
Listen,
for your
we are
body.
in constant fear of getting hit in the nuts.
Okay.
Honestly, that's the cross we have to bear.
That's me. I mean, I have to worry about that. Somebody jacking my breasts or pinching
Yeah,
my
but that
booty.
doesn't hurt.
Well, it depends. Like if your breasts are tender, you know what? You guys think like our fun bags are just like little things that you can box. Like no, they
Yeah.
like depending
Punching
on
bags.
the time of the month, like our breasts can get very tender.
Oh, okay.
All right, probably more tender than your nuts. You heard it here first.
Whoa.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Am I right, Rafe? We wake up in constant fear of getting hit in the nuts.
That's why all guys sleep with their hands on their balls. We're in constant defensive mode.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I will never understand like why
It's the only way
somebody
you can
says
relax.
they have the balls to do something because they are so sensitive. You guys say.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
like,
'cause
what does that mean?
To do anything with them takes courage because
Yes.
they're so sensitive.
What is that? What is that phrase? Where did it come from?
Right,
I don't know, brass balls. I've heard that.
breast balls.
Probably some iteration of that.
What is the this is an
Etymology?
interesting question. What is the history
Etymology.
of the phrase? What phrase?
Has the balls. Like I have the balls to do this. Oh, she had some big balls to do this.
Takes a lot of balls.
Takes
Yeah,
balls.
Oh, man.
So silly.
I'm looking it up right now.
It should be.
I think Rafe's onto it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because it is so sensitive down there, to have courage to put them in harm's way is taking the balls.
That's it. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yes, testicles, bravery, associated with testosterone, aggression, masculinity.
Wow.
It was a 14th century. The slang use of balls to mean testicles dates back to the early 14th century. Early 20th century, balls as courage. Mm-hmm. So balls equaling courage. The specific phrase, a lot of balls or having balls, to denote a high amount of courage, emerged around the 1960s. So balls as testicles, 14th century. Early 20th century, balls as courage. Mm-hmm. You've got the balls, having balls, lots of balls.
Ballsy.
1960.
Matzo ball soup.
Something different.
However, this idiom takes a lot of balls is distinct from other ball phrases like balls out, which actually refers to the steam engine centrifugal governor, or balls to the wall, referring to aircraft controls being pushed all the
Right.
way.
Also a great song by the band
Except, yes.
Balls to the
Yes.
wall. Great song.
Yes.
I've got
Hey,
big
did you
balls.
guys know about with Valentine's Day
you
coming
know?
up on Saturday? You know, America's heading towards something that's being referred to as Sextinction.
Ah, yes.
Have you heard about this?
I have actually.
You have?
Yes.
Sextinction.
Sextinction.
Yeah, it's a wild phrase going around. It refers to, go ahead, Lauren, if you want to explain.
We are almost going sexually extinct. We are having a sextinction. People are not having sex.
As much as they used to.
Right.
Yeah, why aren't we so randy anymore?
So there is this phrase called sextinction, and it refers to a claim that Americans are having way less sex than they used to. So much so that experts are warning it could have long-term consequences for relationships and even fertility.
Yes, so the intimacy that we used to have just organically is now being participated with our phones. That's the intimacy
Oh,
connection.
really?
People are lonelier than they've ever been, and they're finding emotional intimacy through the connections they have with their phones, but they're not going out and doing anything about that intimacy. They're doing themselves, I guess. We're having
themselves.
We're having a
It's-
revolution
it's
of
a lot of-
masturbatory.
A lot of Joe time, huh?
Yeah, so much Joe time.
Hummer.
Well, the core of this claim comes from data showing big numbers of Americans reporting that they have not had sex in the past year. Now, in the recent discussion, roughly 1 in 3 men and 1 in 5 women say they have gone a year without sex.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I was just having this conversation with my husband the other day because we were like,
It's been a year?
yeah, we haven't had sex in a year. No, we were. I was asking about. I don't remember what hell it led to this conversation, but I was thinking like since I started having sex, like in my sexual life, I've never gone a year without sex, and he was explaining that like sometimes men do. Like it's not
a dry spell.
There's a dry spell, and I was like, wow, that's. And I'm not gloating. I'm not saying it was a ton of sex, but I'm saying like I always had a relationship going on, and so I always had a partner to like have sexual activity with. And there were times where he didn't, and he would like have a dry spell. And I was like, that's insane. I'm like, well, why didn't you like go out and try to get some strange or something? You know?
It's just not
Hubris of a woman.
It's just not that easy. We're gonna get to that in 1 second because
Okay.
I have a whole bunch of stuff.
Gosh.
Women have dry spells for as long as they want.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Men are lost in the desert.
Wandering around. We're wandering around
I
the
know.
desert.
It is the
Looking for the oasis.
There are very few benefits to the patriarchy for women. I will admit that.
Oh, I'm
Maybe-
sorry. You got to put makeup on.
Well, I'm sorry, you guys are in the desert of Joe.
But one thing
we're in
that
the
will
sexless
always be
desert.
true is a woman can walk into a bar on any given night
Without a penny to her name.
Without a penny to her name and get laid.
Not
If she
every woman.
I'm not saying
Yes.
damn near
Are you
every
serious?
woman.
Learn. A woman could walk into a bar, penniless, drink all night, and get laid at the end.
I'd love to have an experiment
I don't know about that.
of willing people.
Drink all. What? Yes, they
Probably.
can.
Maybe.
No, not
They
maybe.
can definitely all get laid
Not maybe. Definitely.
by closing time. At closing time.
I don't know, man. People are so judgmental. I mean, it's like if you know.
No. There's always 1 out of 5 guys has no moral compass. There's always one friend that you're just like, my God, man, what is he has completely detached his lower hemisphere from his upper hemisphere, and it just for me it was my Brandon was ours.
Oh,
we were
no.
just like, good God, man. And then he's like, it's all about getting your numbers up, and I'm like, all right, man. Well, you're in a league
That's
of your
my
own.
buddy Ben. My buddy Ben worked on
Yeah,
volume.
we all had a buddy.
Ben worked on volume.
Yes.
He was quality.
Wow.
I'm sorry, he was quantity, not quality.
Yes.
I wonder if that makes him a better lover for his now wife. Like because he got around. Like is that
Or is that
does
the reason
better
we're-
sex come with experience or is that a myth?
Or as Scott May probably was going to say, is that the reason why he got married at the age of 47?
No, I was gonna say, is that the reason we're also in this decline as a culture because we don't take it as special anymore?
Yeah,
Where
and that's
at one point it was like, hey, you
This,
got.
I
this
love
guy,
this.
this guy over here.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
that's why we're in this situation.
You're dressed like Austin Powers. I'm not taking anything
King of
you
the
say
Shag.
seriously.
King of the Shags coming out.
Shaggy
come on,
baby.
man.
You're dressed like Austin Powers talking about love making being special. This guy. Listen, I'm
name
wandering
is
around.
Danger.
I'm thirsty. I'm in the desert.
No, you're married. You're not.
No, yes, I'm very happily married.
So what are you guys doing on Valentine's Day?
Stacy says she
She's
would
away.
volunteer for my experiment that I want to have. All right, Stacy, email me. We'll go to Helen's. I don't know.
Oh, Helen Fitzgerald's on a Friday, Saturday night.
Damn straight.
You could walk in with just your ID, drink for free all night, and get laid at the end of the night. 1 bazillion %. 1 bazillion, especially that place.
I want to do some ethnography and some experiments, and I want everybody to
Oh
participate
my
in
God,
this.
you got to be kidding me.
I'm interested. A sexual experiment. Are we going through a sextinction? Is your hypothesis true that a woman can any woman
It's not-
can walk into Helen's
That's
and walk out of
100%
there,
true.
get laid,
And
get her-
drink and,
drink
I
for
will say
free?
drink for free and get laid. Oh my God, Rafe, you got the men in the room. Help me.
Well, you
Hell.
already said it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Help me.
you
I'm not necessarily on the. I don't think every single woman can get all of her drinks bought.
Every single woman.
And
I
he
do
is.
think that it will be. There tends to be, but I will say at 2 a.m. when the lights go up, it's like that Men in Black thing. It's like, phew. every guy that's about to go home alone, just all their brain goes on vacation, and they're just like, let's go.
Yeah.
What? I can go home with you? Let me think about it. Okay. There's enough of a sample size there that the Bens and the Brandons of the world will be about.
Yes.
And there's enough of them that there's plenty to go around, that if a woman really wants to get down, I'm not saying it's going to be the best sex of her life, and I'm not saying that it's going to be a super handsome guy.
She might not have the pick
but
of
you
the
will
litter.
get laid.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not talking about the qualitatives.
Yeah.
Right.
We're just talking
okay,
about the action.
So with this whole sextinction thing, okay, the experts say loneliness and low testosterone are, that's being tossed around as part of this whole trend. So it sounds dramatic. So experts, quoted in the piece, including one neuroscientist, used the term sextinction to spark concern about how modern life may be shaping intimacy and relationships. So why do they think this is happening? Number one, to the arguments, people are making fall into a couple categories. Number one is technology and social media. So social platforms are creating unrealistic expectations around attractiveness, around success, and around dating. Somebody scrolling through perfectly curated lives can feel insecure about their own romantic prospects.
Yeah.
And then dating apps are offering endless choice. It's just like scrolling Netflix.
It's choice fatigue.
It's just like scrolling Netflix.
And how many are real?
Right.
Well, it's not even that. It's the I got so many choices here, I can't find one.
Well, and Scott's right, though. I mean, you do worry about that. That's in the back of people's heads, I bet,
Yeah.
when they're scrolling, like,
Yes.
is this for real or not?
That's a whole separate thing. That's a whole, the endless scrolling, the so many choices.
Yeah. And I think the decline of the quality of our food obviously is playing into the reason we have low testosterone. And
Well, that is another part of it, environmental and biological factors. Some voices in the conversation also bring up things like hormone-disrupting chemicals in certain foods, plastics. These are potential influences on libido and fertility.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's debated. It's a debated thing.
I mean, it is the big factor.
Some argue that people are
Give me some.
increasingly invested in screens and algorithms rather than real-world connection. They're not going to Helen's.
I know. Ugh. Nobody that I mean, I love going to Helen's. And not for this reason, but just to go. It's
Yeah, the free
super
drinks.
fun. The drinks, the music,
free
the
drinks.
food.
Yeah, the free drinks.
The staff's always so cute. Love Helen's.
Everyone's hitting on me. It's wonderful.
No.
It's a really fun place.
Just having a good time. The vibes
Ego
are
is
great.
placated. We go there and lean against the wall. Parched.
Okay, all right, here are more factors. More factors. AI. They're saying AI is going to be a contributing factor to this as artificial intelligence gets more lifelike. People can customize their ideal companion.
I hate this.
Raising the question, why bother with real people? Critics say this could push some towards simulated intimacy instead of real relationships.
Don't you? I mean, you have to have all of your senses being pressed, right? So yes, I understand that you need to have like your sense of smell activated. It has to visually look, touch, and that's the thing for me with AI. I mean, I guess you could buy a doll. I guess and you could download that personality and that face and everything to that doll and just have a relationship with the doll. But we were just making fun of this like 10 years ago. So are we cool with that now? Like, I don't understand.
I certainly am not. I still cannot wrap my mind around some of these real life, sex dolls, like
I
the
know.
real look-alike.
The real sex dolls.
The real dolls that look super crazy real.
I
They
know.
could customize, and they feel real, and they look real, and
Right.
they're thousands of dollars, and then
Yeah.
I saw some.
and then you're mounting these things, and then you're done, and
say
then
mounting.
I don't know how you could
No,
feel.
you mount them.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know how you could
Say mounting.
how you feel.
Makes it
good
sound like
about
you're putting them
yourself
on the
after.
wall like a duck,
well.
like a mallard you shot.
Well, the humanoid robots, this is where it's going because we will want to screw everything, right? I mean, we invented the computer and then now we go to porn online. The humanoids for cleaning your house. Yeah, right, Dale. You're going to buy that thing to not only mop, but to to screw. So we know where this is going. And there's a part of me that like has empathy for people who have had really bad luck, or they're down on themselves and they just can't find their perfect match, or they don't think they can. And so they resort to this kind of humanoid artificial intelligence to have that intimacy. And for that, I'm kind of like, all right, that makes me sad, but also like, if this makes you feel less alone, then I'm okay with that. But then for people that, you know, haven't been down on their luck, that are just giving up, I'm like, no, keep going.
It also has kind of an air of like when you see like the story about a penguin sitting on a rock trying to hatch it. You know what I mean? Like you're like, yeah, it's cute, but like it's not real, and it's not. This doesn't end well. Like you're just going to be disappointed in the end.
All right, so a top of the line, high end, adult silicone doll generally costs between $5,000 and $10,000. So let's say I got the money, or 10 plus grand.
Right.
I got the money. I'm gonna build myself.
Let's get one for the show.
A premium, fully customized. You know, here's what I want. I want this color hair. I want this color eyes. I want, you know, this kind of body shape. So you get this thing. It comes to your house.
She's perfect.
In a wooden crate.
Ugh, like Dracula.
Yeah.
Like Dracula on the boat.
No, it's like the leg lamp from
from A Christmas Story.
From Christmas Story.
Yeah.
You know, you take the crowbar and you open her up.
The whole
You put
family's
it in the
watching
window.
And it's in like the nest. It's in like the nest.
Yeah,
know
like
what I mean?
like the straw.
The
yeah.
straw.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
You take her out and there she is.
Oh, man.
You had gone out. You knew she was coming on a Wednesday. Tuesday night, you went out to Victoria's Secret and you bought a little something naughty.
Took off Thursday too. We're staying in.
You bought a little something naughty for her.
Yeah.
So you take her out of the crate, and you put her in the little naughty little outfit you bought her, and you light some candles.
Dinner for two.
Turn off the light.
Put on some Steely Dan.
Yes.
Light a candle.
Hey, 19 or whatever. Okay. What?
You put on some Steely Dan, and you consummate the relationship.
Yeah.
And as you crawl
Oh
off
God.
the $10,000 real doll you bought, there's no way you're feeling good about yourself.
Well, no, because you have to clean everything up. Or do you leave it? And then that's a whole
I
thing.
don't know.
Oh,
Is it
wow.
top
Oh,
rack,
God.
dishwasher safe? I don't know.
She won't
Where are the
fold.
cleaning instructions?
It's like Dave, whatever. He's only got the
Oh, yeah.
bottom, like the pocket, whatever, and he's got the legs and the ass, and he just throws it in the closet, and his girlfriend finds
Yeah.
it. Hysterical.
Great
Hilarious.
scene.
Oh man.
I have a feeling that's what happens with these too. Is these folks will spend that kind of money, and then they just feel so silly and ashamed
know, it's
that
sad, it's
the doll
shame.
goes right into the closet and never is seen or touched again, and they're like, this is...
Until your hormones reset and you're ready for round two.
Or it's like the Ryan Gosling movie. What is it? Something in the Real Boy.
Lars
Or
and the real
Lars
and the real doll.
Yeah, where he has an intimate relationship with this doll and takes her everywhere, and everybody's like, "All right, I guess we're dealing with this now."
Right.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
There's got to be a sadness that comes along with it.
It's all sad.
So we got AI, we got porn, and the availability of it is being blamed for shaping sexual preferences and expectations in ways that make real life intimacy feel less satisfying or more intimidating to some. So this is all part of the Sextinction. And it's a thing. It's a real thing.
That's crazy.
It's sad.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the sexlessness growth is concentrated among a specific age group. It's 22 to 34-year-olds.
Yeah, and they've been online, perpetually online their whole lives.
Their whole lives.
You're not the ugliest group that's ever been born.
I know. They're uggos.
Yeah.
These kids.
At least our age group, you know, we're all in our 40s. We straddled the line. We know what it was like before social media and before the internet.
That's right.
Yeah, we know how to straddle the...
We straddled couches and pillows, and that was our real doll.
So we're still going to Helen's. We're
We
still
are.
going to Hot Shots.
God bless.
We're
Yes.
still going to the bars to pick up the peoples. Yeah, there are other factors. You know, fewer people get married. There's economic pressures. There's cultural shifts in dating behavior. You know, that all also plays a lot into the Sextinction. So Sextinction may be a provocative way to talk about social trends rather than the literal impending disappearance of sex. I don't know what's going on.
Can I ask you this?
Yes.
What if you have a threesome curious couple who is like, you know what? We're loaded. We're going to get one of these 10 grand real dolls and just see if we want to like have
That's
a
a great
three-way.
idea.
Is that like a soft launch
No.
into, provocateur?
No,
like,
it's not.
Is that cool? Are we down with that?
I mean, if you're cool with it, it's cool. I think that's a good soft launch because you can't unring that bell. And I've seen a lot of relationships go down in flames because they rang the threesome bell and then we're not mentally prepared for it.
Right.
If you see your partner making love to a real doll, you
Better
can
than
never,
a real person,
You
though.
can never unsee that.
But
Well,
you're not
no.
going to be like, yeah, if it gets out of control and you're like, oh, well, it's all fun and games until now he's humping the doll when I'm at work all the time. But, if you think you got a little bit of a jealous streak, that's a much better. You can throw a real doll in the dumpster.
That's right.
You'll go to jail if you do that with the third person,
That's right.
Allegedly.
allegedly. If you get caught.
Not in my America. Not in my America.
Well, especially
If you turn them into mulch and plant a tree over them,
Right.
you're likely to get away with it.
Like, I don't know how these dolls work. Like, can you swap out the genitalia? Like, could you
Like,
have a
upgrade it?
doll that could be either sex, whatever sex you want it to be?
I'm sure.
Like hermaphrodite doll? Is that?
I'm
is
sure
that
there are-
I don't know if that's the right term
there
anymore,
are-
but like,
Attachments.
Oh, I just got an email that you're canceled.
Oh.
Sorry.
Aw.
like I wonder, like, if you wanted to, if
Like
you
put
wanted,
a dong on it.
yeah, put a dong on it and
always
say
put a
like,
strap
would
on
you
it.
be
Any-
down
You
to
always,
have
yeah,
a
you always
three-way?
put a strap on
Also,
anything.
can you save money if you're buying those parts and do they make generic ones where you go on Amazon? It's like the
Exactly,
off-brand one. And,
Scott.
oh, yeah.
Right.
That's
You
what
got a Timu
yeah,
real doll.
$10 part that I
What's
can
the
put on here.
Costco store brand?
Kirkland?
Is there a Kirkland
Well, yeah, you buy them by the
generic?
3-pack.
Yeah,
I got a 3-pack of real dolls.
every size.
No, don't get the Timu one. I'm worried about off gases. No, I don't think that's no. It's no
Is
half
that
measures here.
acceptable? Is there no acceptable? Okay, so as a show, we're saying it's unacceptable to have a real doll in any capacity.
No, for me it is.
Okay.
Do you do what you do what you want to do? I'm just saying for me,
Well, to help,
I've got an
Guys,
entire.
I got Tim a real doll for Valentine's Day to soft launch our
a
three-way.
10 grand one.
I
Yeah.
would say to help curb this current issue in our country, I say it is really silly to get it at all. I think just go,
Go get a person.
step up, go talk to somebody, and fall in love.
I've got a whole platoon of real dolls, and I've given them all different personalities, like we're Mission Impossible. Like one of them is a code breaker. The other one is a martial arts specialist.
It's Ocean's 11.
Yeah, it's like an Ocean's 11 orgy at my house every night. And it's wonderful.
Oh, hello, Sonia.
Sonia,
Hello, Rebecca.
Hello, Panasonic.
Sonia, put down the katana.
No.
It's
no, put
lovemaking
it up.
time.
She's dressed as David Lee Roth for. That would be one of your snack. Like one
I
of
have
your
a David
lady
Lee
snacks.
Roth real doll.
Yeah!
Dude, it'd be so weird to like
It's just sitting there.
put the real doll on the bed
Hello, Rizz.
and the lights are low and
Yeah.
you're with your wife. What?
Oh.
Oh my
It's in
god.
the corner.
Oh.
It comes alive. It's Chucky.
Okay, so this is our introduction to a threesome. So I'm taking the hand and like I'm putting it on my shoulder.
Feel that nice, cold,
Touch me here.
lifeless.
What?
Babe, look, though. I got the extra part where it rewinds VHS tapes.
I'm taking a leg and putting it over my.
You
What?
put a Metallica Black Album tape in its belly.
What?
And it starts singing the lyrics.
Oh,
Teddy.
Ruxpin.
oh my god, it'd be
Teddy
so weird.
Rhymes
We
with
would never
that.
come back from that. We
We're
could
there,
never.
dude. This is happening
I'm talking
right
about my
now.
relationship.
Oh.
We would never be able to come
Yeah.
back from that. We would never. We'd have to get divorced.
There would have to be
Well, she
some
almost
sort
left
of
you for this-
edible involved.
Yeah, she almost left you for the spaghetti thing.
Yeah, for eating spaghetti in bed.
Nipples out spaghetti.
talking-
It almost ruined her.
I'm talking bringing a real doll into the mix. I mean,
You should be like, hey, like, is she out of town yet? Did she leave?
no, she's leaving tomorrow.
Okay, well, maybe she's hearing this, so it would ruin it. But you should just kind of like see what she would do. Be like, you know what? When you get home, got you.
I
this
got you. I
gift.
got you something for Valentine's Day.
What do you think
Oh,
about
boy.
this?
Oh, flowers, nice.
Look who's
No.
holding them. Look who's holding them.
Oh my God, can you imagine under the covers? Like, surprise!
She's like, who are you in bed with? And it's the real doll. She lifts up the covers.
Listen, I got I have a teenage son, and for dads out there, yeah, you obviously hope for the best for your kids, and yes, your kids are going to make mistakes. I don't know, for dads and sons, you want to instill in him. You got to be careful on when you're hunting.
Okay.
Like, okay, so how do I put this in a way? Like, just be careful when it comes to your search for, I'll just say it, your search for getting laid.
Uh-huh.
Because he's at an age, 16 years old, those hormones are going.
Yeah.
And I know for me, when I was his age, and I'm sure, Rafe could attest to it too, maybe not so much Scott, but you would do anything to touch a boobie.
I know.
Anything.
Oh, man.
Anything.
Yeah. Girls are curious, though, too. I remember, and God bless her for this, Angie, if you're listening, thanks for creating this game. There was like a game, and I think we were in 8th grade, and she's like, we jumped on her trampoline, and it was like trying to like hit each other it was like a playful white trash coming of age story where she was like trying to hit me in the genital, like thump me in the
just to get a
package.
Okay, but that's how old were you then?
Yeah, we were like
25.
Young. Okay, and I'm you know what I'm
16.
talking about. Okay,
16's a different animal. I agree.
17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
You're a dude.
Yeah.
A girl, brushes your arm like, oh God, I'll do whatever she says, right? Oh God, I'll do whatever she says. Now to explain to your son, like, hey man, you gotta be cool, man. You gotta be careful. You gotta have some kind of self-control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to talk about consent.
Not just that.
Yeah.
But there are things that guys will go to guys will become unhinged in the quest to impress a woman, to get laid. And I got some examples, and it's not just 16, 17, 18-year-olds. I mean, I guess this is just guys in general.
Okay.
There's a story coming out of MacDill Air Force Base, and this is down in Florida. So the old saying, how people will do crazy things for love. Well, this is one retired Army colonel trying to look cool for a date, trying to get laid, and now he's going to be in federal prison for it. So he is 62 years old. Kevin Charles Luke. He is a veteran. He is a civilian contractor at MacDill Air Force Base. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison on Tuesday. And his crime wasn't espionage or treason. It was an incredibly ill-advised attempt to woo a woman he met online. So this is what this moron did, just to get laid. So back in October of 2024, Kevin, and trying to impress a woman he was dating, he decided to snap a photo of his computer screen at work and text it to her with the caption, quote, "Sent to my boss earlier, gives you a peek at what I do for a living." The problem was, the computer screen was displaying classified battle plans.
Oh, my goodness.
Specifically, it showed details about an upcoming U.S. military operation in the Middle East.
This is the real moron at 62 years old.
Likely airstrikes in Yemen, complete with dates and target numbers. And the documents were marked secret, meant only for high-level intelligence eyes in the U.S. and its closest allies. So this dopey person, 62 years old, he will do 2 years in federal prison just because he was trying to impress a date with classified battle plans.
Man.
Wow.
So
2 years?
here's the part that makes it a cautionary tale for the ages. The relationship didn't even work out. And according to his defense attorney, after he ended the relationship, the woman, who had no military background, she went to the authorities and turned him in.
Good for her.
Nice.
Yeah, somebody like that doesn't need to be having the codes to know what's going on.
No, but also we need to study this guy. He's 62 and he still has that thing that a 15-year-old has where
Right.
he's,
Get at it attitude.
Yeah. I mean, this
Go
guy's
get
got
him
something
attitude.
impressive going on.
He has high tea.
See what you ladies do to us?
I guess this is our fault. Okay.
See what you guys do?
This is our. This
Yes,
is our
it's
problem.
partially our fault.
She didn't want that. She was like, just, how's your day going? She probably just said, like, hey, Paul, how's your day?
It's partially our fault, but it's a lot of your fault,
you don't
too.
have to send us the bomb route. We just,
See
what did you have for lunch?
Yes, it's partially our hormones and our quest for
scapegoating into this.
to touch a boobie. Yes.
I had a guy in college. We didn't date or anything, but we liked each other and we were friendly and whatnot. And I think he liked me a little bit more than I liked him in that way. And he's like, what can I do? You know, something along those lines. And I said, if you come to school dressed head to toe in yellow, I'll go on a date with you. And I was kidding. I was just like giving him a hard time. That mofo came to school head to toe in yellow. I still have a photo of him because he was so funny about it. And that was probably the craziest thing.
Oh, I mean, in high school, you know, my high school.
And then
girlfriend,
you didn't go on a date
No,
with
we
him?
went on a date.
Oh, I was like,
my high school
Did you
girlfriend.
dress up like ketchup?
You know, she would call me at whatever hour and go, "Oh man, I really want, you know, ice cream right now." I could be at my grandfather's funeral, but
I gotta go.
Be right there.
Yeah.
Be right there.
Sweet. That's better than bombing Yemen.
Driving too
Come
fast.
on, man.
yeah. That's a problem.
Have you guys ever? So that's what you did.
I mean,
Rafe,
I did
King?
a million things like that.
Right.
A million things.
Come on. Message in a bottle. I've told the story.
Oh, yeah.
It's out of control.
Oh yeah, I got it.
That's romance.
Trying to woo a woman.
Yeah, I was a little romantical boy. Always trying to, like, fall in love with somebody. Yeah, I mean, you'll go to any length you'll do dumb stuff when you like a girl, man. Whether it's...
Tell the message in the bottle story. I think it is a cautionary tale.
It is a cautionary tale. I had to, if you haven't heard the story before, I liked the girl. She was still dating, like, your quintessential horrible high school boyfriend. Cheated on her, treated her like crap. She kept going back to him. We were kind of dating, but then she was still kind of talking to him on the side, so there was a little love triangle going on. And I was like, well, it's time for me to make this triangle a straight line. All right. And
well, let me ask you a question.
she worked at a video store.
So she's dating a bad dude, right?
Bad boy. Nate,
the bad boy.
Yeah.
Did you sense at some point there was
Nate Dogg.
There
His
was
name was
an
Nate.
N?
He went by, it was a white guy. Nate Dogg with his, and he had a Ford Ranger flare side that said Nate Dogg's with a Z at the end.
That's every guy named
And he had
Nathan
a chain
with white.
around the license plate.
He's bad.
Now this is Southern Illinois, right? So
Yeah.
Southern Illinois in the
course.
90s. So were you sensing there was an opening? Like you saw the relationship maybe had some cracks? And
Well, they weren't together. It was just like he just kept coming. Anytime she would have an interest, it was that typical, like, he didn't want her, but he didn't want anyone else to have her type situation. So, like, somebody else came sniffing around, all of a sudden he was wanting to get back together, and, you know. It was just that thing, like, girls like a-holes when they're young. I don't know what it is, but there's something going on.
Were they dating? I mean, were they intimate? Were they?
Yes, apparently, yeah, I'm sure. There was a lot I probably didn't know, you know, going into it, but we were hanging out a lot.
But old Rafe was smitten.
Yeah, I liked her a lot, and I was just like, oh, you know, we had a lot. She worked at a video store, which was tight back then. She'd come home, a new movie would come in. She'd be like, oh, I got all these new movies. And I'm like, hell yeah, we're going to watch them tonight. And her favorite movie at the time was a movie with Kevin Costner and Robin Wright Penn called Message in a Bottle. And it was a wonderful story about a man who was widowed and threw messages to his wife into the ocean in a bottle. And the bottle would wash down the shore and be found by, you guessed it, journalist Robin Wright Penn, who set out to find this loving man. And they fall in love. And it was a beautiful Nicholas Sparks tale, I believe. And it was her favorite movie at the time. And I was like, I think I'm going to win her over. And I went to her house, and I had my aunt bought me a bottle of Strawberry Hill and then poured it out. We put a fake label on it, and I wrote her like a love letter. And then I burned the edges so it would look like a real
old-timey pirate
This is
note.
awesome.
Every time I tell this story, I hate myself more.
By the way, message in a bottle. What on the tomato meter? What does it have?
20,
Oh.
20
Dude,
no, 50,
9%.
No, 59%.
It's 32%.
Okay.
I believe Kevin Costner won a Razzie. I believe the only award given to this movie was a Razzie. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this grand gesture, because, you know, that's what you're taught. In every 90s movie was Heath Ledger with a boombox over his head, John Cusack with the boombox, Heath Ledger doing the whole I love you baby dance while Julia Stiles is on the field. Like, every movie had some sort of grand gesture in it. So I burned the edges of, like, this wax paper and made it look old, like a pirate's treasure map, like a real dork.
Yes.
And I rolled it up and tied it with a little piece of red twine, and I put it in the bottle, and then I took it. I don't remember what I did with the label, but I tore the label off, and I think I wrote, like, Message in a Bottle or something.
How am I going to get this out of the bottle?
Sweet. You got to break it.
Oh, God.
You gotta bar fight somebody.
And what was her first name?
Deva.
Okay. All right. So it's an unusual.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I say it, it doesn't matter. I've talked to her about it because I sent her a message before. I told this story on The Moth. I told this story on like a podcast or on a podcast called Risk. And it was about like taking a big risk.
Yeah. Hey, man,
anyway.
you shot your shot. So, David, this message is for you.
So I went to her house and unannounced, big mistake. Nate Dogg's with the Z is parked in the driveway.
Damn it.
So you go there. You didn't know Nate Dogg was there.
I didn't know Nate Dogg. I didn't know Nate Dogg. And this guy was puka shell necklace, L.A. looks. This guy was the quintessential. This guy was Bradley Cooper in Wedding Crashers.
You had
In
probably
my head-
taken a couple deep breaths. Like, you're right. You get the courage.
He was the guy from Office Space. It's like, give her the O face. Oh, oh, oh. He was that guy.
In my head, it's played by Vanilla Ice, this guy.
Could be, yeah. He could have easily been Rob Van Winkle. Easily been flipping houses.
So why? So you pull up to the house and you see Nate Dogg's car there.
Yeah, man.
Why don't you bail out?
Because he's in love.
This is not the
How-
time.
Love don't quit,
Hey, you
Rizz.
don't bail out on love, dude.
This is not the time.
I ain't no quitter. Love ain't a quitter. You ain't gonna catch me going out like that. I went out way worse. Driving away would have been
Good
the
choice.
best thing I could have done.
No.
I love this so much.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Yeah,
It's for real.
that's me in my car
That's all-
in Rafe 23 and my little dumpy brown Datsun. He's got a Ford flare side with like the cool. It looked like the cups from the skating rink in the 90s. It had like the cool like paint down the side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Remember when that was a thing?
The teal and
It's
the pink.
flair.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
He had his truck had style. I had a baby poop brown hatchback.
Rafe
Nice.
23.
But I believed in love. And I was like, well, this message ain't going to deliver itself. I don't have a river to throw it in. I don't have an ocean.
I feel like this is the final boss.
Ren Lake, you could have thrown it in
I
Ren
feel like
Lake.
this is like the
Could've.
final boss scene.
Should have.
Like this ends now. You
Yeah.
need to choose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a choice.
And I go, well,
Is it Nate Dogg or is it me?
what did Nate Dogg show up with tonight besides a bad attitude? So I went to the door and I knocked on the door and I could hear like some shuffling around. And then someone looked out the window. And then I heard some more shuffling around. And, because you want to have this big Hollywood moment because that's what you've seen, right? You've seen all the movies where
Yeah.
you're like, your eyes, the light, the heat. And she's like, Daddy, I love him. Just accept it. The dad's like, all right, fine, kiss him. And Dad did get involved, but Dad answered the door. And her dad was a first sergeant who ended up being my first sergeant in the West Frankfort National Guard later on, which is hilarious that I had to interact with this guy later in my life.
Lucky.
And he answered the door, and he's just like, he looked at me, and then he looked at the bottle, and he looked back at me, and he looked at the bottle, and he goes, what the hell is that? And I go, oh,
Man.
it's a message in a bottle for your daughter. And he goes, no,
She's upstairs with Nate.
no, he looked at,
Ava.
he stood there for a second. He goes, God damn it, hold on. He closed the door in my face. And then I heard like some walking away. And then I heard, like the Charlie Brown, like,
Yeah.
like he's just like, they're clearly having a conversation. And then I hear like the pitter patter of small feet. And I'm like, all right, here she comes. Like, get ready, dude. You're about to have
This
your
is
big,
it. This is
Yeah,
your
the
wife.
music's
There it is.
playing.
you and your wife you're going to tell your grandkids a story one day. And then I like turned my back to the door to summon all the courage I had to find the right words. And the door creaked open and I turned around. And
Wait. I'm just
Are you
Okay.
getting the Peter Gabriel?
imagining
Yeah.
what's going on here. The door closes, and you're expecting the door to open, and there she is.
Thank you.
Yes, dude. I was like, you know what? The rest of your life begins right now. Here's your message in a bottle. I found this, and I think you should read it. But instead, it was her dad again. I turned around, I was like, eyes closed, lips pursed for a kiss, and he was like, the hell are you doing? Now, he opened the door, and he goes, hey, man, I think it'd probably be a good idea if you just got the hell out of here. And I go,
That's so bad.
and I go, well, I really want her to have this. And he goes, listen, he goes, go out driveway. I'll be out in a second. And I go, what? And he goes, shut up and go out in the driveway. I'll be out in a second. And I was like, this is like someone's dad.
Yeah.
You respected dads back then.
Yeah, he's
Of
authority.
course. It's an authority figure.
So I went out in the driveway, and he put on clothes because he was in a robe to make things worse. And he comes out, and he's got a cigar, and he has 2 cigars, and he gives me one. And I didn't know how to smoke a cigar. And he's just lights his, and he lights mine. And he puts down the tailgate of his truck, and he's got Coors Light in the truck, of course. He cracks one, gives me a Coors Light.
Oh, my God. Gives you a Coors Light.
High school kid gives me a Coors Light. Thank you for that. Thanks for trusting me with that. And then he's like, listen, I don't know what to say to you, man. You seem like a good kid. You came over here with your heart on your sleeve, and it's an admirable trait. I don't know what it is about young girls, but sometimes they like guys that don't treat them that well. And he goes, listen, I effing hate Nate.
He almost said it.
Yeah, I was so in character, I almost said it. He goes, I effing hate Nate. I often fantasize about getting him in a chokehold and watching the life leave his eyes.
What?
And I'm like, whoa. He goes, he's done horrible things to my daughter. He's made her cry 100 times. Every time I think he's out of my life, he worms his way back in.
Then you and the dad started
And he
making
goes,
out.
no, and then I go, all right. And he goes, listen, you seem like a good kid. And if it were up to me, I'd choose you. I go, oh, my God. I'm having this moment, but it's with her dad.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd choose you. What a great line. Just not from the person I wanted it from. And he's like, I'd choose you, but this is a fact of life you need to learn. And it wasn't good. He did give me
That's very nice.
This is a good parting piece of knowledge he did give me. And he goes, here's what you need to know. A woman's heart is not a prize to be won like a county fair because you knocked down the milk bottles with a ball or you threw a dart and popped a balloon. He's like, she's a human being, and it takes time, and it takes commitment, and it takes, and unfortunately for you, he's put in more time.
And you and me need to team up and kill Nate.
And he's like, now, get a shovel.
What?
And a bag of lime.
Here's my credit card. Go to Lowe's.
Go to Lowe's.
Don't buy everything at one hardware store.
No.
Get the zip ties at one. Get the lime at another.
Ace Hardware and get a tarp.
Use cash.
Be wary of cameras.
Wear camo.
Pay cash. Here's a fake mustache.
Now go.
Here's a ski mask. Meet me back here at 0900. That's when Nate likes to leave. This will be the last time.
Anybody sees Nate.
Yeah.
We're going to bury this boy in a flare-side coffin. All right, I'm scared. No, he did say, but he gave me the parting advice, and he gave me every opportunity to be like,
You're right, sir.
and yeah, you're all right. I got to get my head about me. He goes, this was a nice gesture. Learn a lesson from it. I'm sorry this happened to you. I know that it's probably heartbreaking to you. And she's like, she doesn't want to come out because she doesn't know what to say. He's in there. He's in there with her.
Did they know you were there?
Oh, yeah, 100% they knew I was there.
What was it like?
They kept looking out the window, too. They were.
Nate Dogg at
100%.
school. Was there anything after?
He was making.
I don't know. I mean, he went to a
making
different
fun
school.
of him, and he's inside.
This was she was from a different town, so I didn't even really know this guy.
He's making. Oh, there's that guy. There's that Rafe guy.
He's like, get a
Yeah,
camera.
yeah.
We're taking a picture of this. Your dad met his little boyfriend out there.
You're sitting on the tailgate of the
Man.
truck?
The whole time I'm choking on a cigar, holding this dumb bottle.
Are you sitting on the tailgate of the truck?
Yeah, we're sitting on the tailgate.
And you're
of the truck.
swinging your legs?
Do you know how pathetic? This is the point. Do you know how sad and pathetic you have to be that you're getting a pep talk from someone else's dad? The girl's dad was like, oh, God, this guy's a mess. I got to get out here.
What a sweet guy, though.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And you know what? Knowing him later in life, he was a very sweet man. For a guy who was a first sergeant, he was very I think it was because he had so many men in his care
Yeah, he's making
that he felt obligated even at that age. He was so used to being like a leader
Right.
of men that he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I need to impart a lesson
That's
here.
awesome.
Young men.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
have boys coming in and you turn them into men.
Turn them into men.
Well, and the crazy part about that story and how it ties to this show is Dava's little brother, Tim, I was in love with when I was a kid because they were from West Frankfurt.
What?
I'm not even kidding. I
this
am
was,
not even kidding. And I'm really not kidding. That whole family. So I know exactly who Dava is. She lived 2 blocks away from my dad growing up, and her little brother was a year or 2 older than me, and I was in love with him as a young girl. Not to the point of Rafe with the bottle, but he came over and played at my house all the time. I had the hugest crush on him. And so Rafe and I could have been in-laws.
Wow.
Is it true
Isn't that crazy?
she looked just like her dad?
I never got to meet her dad.
Her mom had to talk with you outside,
yeah,
right?
I was talking to Tim's mom.
Listen, bitch.
Listen,
You're
bitch.
not good enough for my
You're not good
son.
enough for
Moms
my
are
kid.
different.
Moms are
built
very
different.
Yeah.
When it comes to their sons, that is a true story, and which is funny because this is one of the 6 degrees of us
Separation.
almost orbiting each other our entire lives until we got onto this show.
Until we got to the Rizz show,
And then-
which is insane.
At the end of the thing, to wrap the story up, he goes, now, you're a good kid. You know, I was rooting for you, but for now, I think the best thing you can do is just
Take your bottle,
lick
and go
your
home.
wounds and go home, bud. That's part of the deal. And I was like, okay, I will. Mr. Davis' dad. And then as I'm walking away, and I go, but could you give her this for me?
No.
Did you hear a thing I said?
Yeah, he goes, I don't know what good can come of it.
No.
And he's like, fine. He goes, if that's really what you want, I will. And I go, just to make me feel better, at least knowing that she got this. And he goes, all right. And he took it and finished he's smoking a cigar, like as I pulled out of his driveway.
And he never gave it to her.
Yeah, you walked over the trash can.
I go, so I text her. Before I do this podcast a few years ago, this Risk, was a live performance they record. I was like, I need an ending for this. I don't know how it ended. And I don't remember what I wrote in the letter even. Like, I can't even, it's like, I know it was like whatever a young man thinks romance is. And I messaged her, because we talk, and I was like, hey, do you remember years ago when we dated and you were still dating Nate Dogg with the Z, and she was very sweet. She goes, yeah, that guy sucked. And she's like, my parents were always like, you should have dated Rafe, you dummy, and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, that's nice to hear in hindsight.
Okay.
The parents were on my side. And she's like, oh yeah, he sucked. He ended up being a total loser and a POS. And I go, the night I came over and I left you a message in a bottle, I was like, do you remember anything about it? Because I'd like to have some details for the story. When your dad took me out in the driveway and all this stuff. And she goes, what message? What bottle? And I was like, damn, he did me right, dude.
He did you right.
Not only did he give me a piece of advice, he threw that bottle in the trash. He buried it under a pile of Coors Light cans in his garage.
Is her dad still around?
I don't know. I don't
hope
think
so.
so. I think he passed away.
Oh,
That's
man.
a real man right there.
That's a good dude.
That's a good
Yeah,
dude.
that's an American hero.
He took
truly.
care of me twice that night.
That's a good dude.
And that message
smokes.
is in a landfill somewhere instead of the ocean.
That makes the story a little better even.
Yeah.
Like he knew what a mistake that was.
Yeah. Wow. The wisdom, the shame of wisdom as youth is you don't have both at the same time. And that was a perfect example of that, where he was like, I have the wisdom you don't have, that like, you've already embarrassed yourself for love, and I'm not going to let you embarrass yourself any further. And I'm like, what a good dude.
Yeah. What a great ending.
Because it wasn't like she was going to unfurl this thing and be like, whoa, this changes everything.
Goodbye, Nate.
Nate,
Yeah.
put your pants on. There's a new sheriff in town.
And his name is Rafe.
He burnt the edges. That's real love. What a loser.
Do you think he read it? Nah, he didn't.
No, hell no. He wasn't gonna. That
he
guy
was a
wasn't gonna
sweet
fiddle
guy.
with trying to get that thing out of a bottle.
No, he threw it out, and that's the right thing to do.
Man,
It's
that's
also,
awesome.
yeah. I mean, it is a funny, sweet story, but it's like, it speaks to volumes of what a young man will do when he's smitten or in love.
You want to hear a story out of Japan
Yeah.
about a man smitten? This is a wild crime. A 26-year-old guy was arrested for attempted coercion after he took a woman's pets hostage, specifically her 4 parakeets.
Stop.
This happened last week at around 1 a.m. According to reports, this guy started messaging this woman, who's in her 20s, trying to force her to meet up with him in person. When she presumably was not interested, he decided to use her birds as leverage. And the text messages were pretty unhinged. And he warned her that the only way to save her pets was to comply with his demands, sending messages like, there's no way to save your parakeet other than coming to see me. You have 4 lives that'll die because it's hard to say no to your friend. If you apologize over the phone right now, I will forgive your parakeet. He's a crazy guy.
Oh, holding them hostage so
Held
I love you? No,
Or
thanks.
parakeets hostage.
Yeah, you put him in like this tiny little gel.
They all had like little sacks over their head, like black hoods.
That's how they sleep.
But you know what though? It's not just guys that do crazy things for love.
Oh, no.
Do you guys remember the story? I got some stories, some real life stories of some of the most unhinged things people have done for love. Does anybody remember the name Lisa Nowak?
Wait. Yes.
Did you see the dancer from Australia?
No.
Is this the astronaut?
The astronaut.
Oh, that's what it is. The diaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, man. What this woman did, talk about unhinged. This was back in 2007. Lisa Nowak was a literal space shuttle flying astronaut. In 2007, she found out a fellow astronaut she had a fling with was seeing another woman. Lisa packed a wig, a trench coat, a BB gun, pepper spray, and rubber tubing.
Oh, my.
She drove from Houston to Orlando, about 14 hours. To minimize stops, she wore a, quote, maximum absorption garment. NASA speak for a diaper. She wound up pepper spraying the victim in an airport parking lot, but was arrested. And it just proves that being a genius, she had a master's in aeronautical engineering, does not stop you from losing your mind over a crush. This one was out of Ireland. A guy crossed the Irish Sea on a jet ski to see his girlfriend during COVID lockdowns.
Wow.
Despite not knowing how to swim.
Oh, my God.
So this guy's named Dale McLaughlin. I'm sorry, he was a roofer from Scotland. In 2020, the Isle of Man had strict border closures. Dale met a girl there while working and fell in love. When he went back to Scotland, he couldn't legally return to the Isle of Man. He bought a jet ski. He'd never ridden one before. Set off across the open ocean. It was supposed to take 40 minutes. It took 4.5 hours due to bad weather. He then had to walk 15 miles to her house.
Okay, this is kind of cool. I mean, this guy is like, this is awesome, actually.
Well, this was
What song is
national
he
news.
getting?
He got to see her for a weekend and then was jailed for 4 weeks.
Okay, well, worth it. That's pretty sweet. Like, crazy, yes. But the fact that he lived and took all that time and he still did it and
All right,
went
these
to
are
jail.
unhinged people do for love. Okay, this was back in 2002. A NASA intern stole moon rocks so he could have sex on top of them with his girlfriend.
That's sweet.
Do me on these moon rocks.
Yes, the guy's name was Thad Roberts.
Thad?
Thad.
Thaddeus.
That was an 80s name that
Thad.
that had a moment.
The only Thad
So
I know.
Thad
is the Family
Roberts
Stone.
was a
3
top-
Thads growing up.
Yeah,
This
I was
was
a friend with that.
Stoop cans. That's Stoop cans kid.
Thad Roberts, a promising young intern at NASA back in 2002. He wanted to give his girlfriend Tiffany. He wanted to give her the moon.
That's cute.
He and two
Mary.
accomplices.
You want the moon, Mary? Hey, Mary.
Oh, shame.
He and 2 accomplices broke into a lab at the Johnson Space Center, stole a safe containing 100 grams of moon rocks worth $21 million.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Why? How is it worth that much? Just because of rarity?
Because they're from the moon.
Huh.
Now here's the romance. Later that night, he spread the moon rocks out on a bed in a motel so he and Tiffany could have sex on the moon.
I don't know if on the moon rocks needs to have. I mean, that seems very uncomfortable. But like, yeah, make a little like circle and
We're having sex
do
on the moon.
each other in it.
And the result, the FBI caught them trying to sell the rocks online, and he went to prison for 8 years.
Cute.
Dang.
Was it worth it? Probably not. Also, moon dust is basically jagged glass shards, so that does sound incredibly uncomfortable.
Man,
Again, these are all things that people have done
It
for
does.
love.
that does change what I think about A Wonderful Life now, hearing that story. I'll lasso the moon, Mary.
Yeah.
And then I'll lay it on the bed and I'll bone you real hard on it, Mary. You're like, wait, this stopped being romantic and started being kind of gross, Jimmy Stewart. Yeah, we'll do it doggy style, Mary, see?
It's time for the shuttle landing.
Then there's a story of a guy named Carl Tanzler. He was working in Key West in the 1930s. He fell in love with a young tuberculosis patient named Elena.
Was she in a cave?
I know this story.
Yeah?
I think I do. This
ahead.
is like a Tim Burton story, right?
Yes. Yeah.
This could be a Tim Burton movie.
This is the Corpse Bride.
Yes, I have said, I've read and listened to a pod about this and was like, this could be a movie with Johnny Depp, but I digress. Please tell the story.
It's called the Corpse Bride.
Is she in one of those like iron lungs?
This is a crazy story.
Or like the caves where they banished people because they had this?
Tuberculosis.
Yeah.
I don't know where. I don't know. He was.
It was in Florida. It was like down in the Keys. Because
he was a radiology tech. He was a radiology technician, so it's at the hospital.
Okay.
So she was a tuberculosis patient. Her name was Elena. After she died, he visited her grave every night. Eventually, he stopped visiting because he took her home.
Oh.
As her body decomposed, he, quote, fixed her using piano wire, coat hangers, glass eyes, a silk cloth treated with wax and plaster.
Modern day Frankenstein.
He lived with her as his wife for 7 years. Have you seen pictures of
the body?
Yeah.
Oh, I did a deep dive.
I will be going down. What is her name? I'm sorry.
Her name is Elena. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I have seen this person. Yeah. I never knew what the deal was with that.
I thought it was John Cusack.
It does look like John Cusack.
She does look like Joan Cusack, you know?
Your eyes. They're always open.
Okay.
Your eyes will never close. Your
Peter Gabriel,
eyes.
stay out of this.
Get out of here, Peter.
Peter Gabriel. He just appears anytime someone's in love.
So he lived with her as his wife for 7 years. He was eventually caught, but the statute of limitations had expired, so he was released. And he actually asked for the body back.
And
they said no.
Where's the body now?
They probably buried it.
They had to they buried it in an undisclosed location because he was so in love with her. The family, it was weird. The judge almost felt empathy for this guy. It's a crazy story because he fell in love with her because he was giving her like treatments for tuberculosis that were like not science. They were like putting her in a bathtub and doing these weird experimental holistic treatments on her.
Eat this sunflower petal.
Kind of, yeah, some stuff like that. And then she didn't survive, but he fell in love with her while he was trying to help her, even though he was not helping her in any kind of medical way.
It's the 1930s.
It was in the 30s, and he dug her up when she died and like restored her body and basically mummified her and made her, and then like
He
went on dates, took her to the beach at night, like took her everywhere, and was like in love, slept in bed with her. Wasn't like
had sex with her,
lived with her as a wife. They didn't have that part in the story, but
wow.
And this, I mean, it's a dark tale. I mean, it shows the fine line between undying love and criminal insanity.
Yeah, it's weird.
New goals unlocked.
But the judge felt so like empathy for the guy, and I don't think he went to prison. I think he got
the statute of limitations was out. I mean,
yeah,
it was
so the family took the body. And the sisters buried it in like an undisclosed location because they were afraid he was so in love with her that he would go find her and dig her up again, which is wild.
Yeah, but
he's still living in the Keys. That dude is
he's
up
still
now, not now, but like there was a
dead.
point. If you went to the Florida Keys in like the 80s, he might have been an old guy just like smoking a cigarette at a tiki hut.
What's your life
talking
story?
about his wife.
We're so in love, it's our honeymoon. You think you're in love? Would you have sex with their corpse? Well, okay.
All right,
we're out of here.
All right.
Dale, you're out again.
There's again, these are all unhinged stories of love. The Tijuana Love Tunnel, this is a funny one. A married bricklayer built a literal underground tunnel to his mistress's bedroom so they could have an affair without walking down the street. So this guy's named Alberto. He's a construction worker in Tijuana. In 2020, Alberto wanted to see his neighbor, Pamela, but they were both married to other people. Instead of just sneaking over when the coast was clear, he used his masonry skills to dig a professional-grade tunnel from his house directly to hers.
Nice.
One day, Pamela's husband, Jorge, came home early from work. He checked under the bed, didn't find a man, he found the hole. Jorge crawled into the tunnel, which led him all the way back to Alberto's house.
What's up, dude?
When Jorge popped out the other side, Alberto begged him not to tell his own sleeping wife. A fistfight ensued. The police were called. The tunnel was exposed to the world.
Oh, I wonder what, like, did he, like, open up into Alberto's house and it like he climbed out of a cabinet? Like, where was the hole? Was there a rug on it? Was it in?
I don't know.
Like, which room? Was it in the closet with a trap door?
I'm assuming it was like a door, like a trap door that you kind of.
You open
Where
it from
am
the
I?
floor?
Alberto's house.
Ta-da!
I love that. Not the whole psychotic part of it, but I
But
love like a
just
trap
the sheer
door.
labor involved, and they said this was a professional tunnel, a professional grade tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
The sheer labor involved in this, it wasn't a crime of
It's a union
passion.
man.
This was a construction project. Imagine digging through dirt for weeks just to cheat on your spouse.
Just get divorced. You don't have to crawl like it's Shawshank to get some. You know what I mean?
And I hope he played it off whenever he. What are you doing in my house? When I crawled through this tunnel to live right
Right.
here.
Do you have any sugar?
What?
Hello.
Are you
Peter
talking
Gabriel, what are you doing here?
Jorge.
Get out of here, Peter.
There's a sound coming from under our bed.
Honey, why is there Peter Gabriel on in the kitchen? Why is Jorge here and he climbed out of the cabinet?
Peter Gabriel just pops his head out from under your bed, and he's like, I admire you. I admire your work ethic. I'm Peter Gabriel. And he's just gone.
And then there's the helicopter housewife. This is a woman learned how to pilot a helicopter specifically to break her husband out of a high security prison.
Yeah, I saw this. I
This is
shared
love.
this.
This
on
is
my-
me.
This is cool.
I shared this on my stories not long ago, and I was like, if you ain't gonna love me like this, don't even get in my
That's
inbox.
right.
Yeah.
So this woman, her name is Nadine. She was an itty-bitty French woman, like a little tiny French woman, mother of two. Her husband was serving a long sentence for armed robbery in Paris in 1986. Nadine decided she ain't waiting. She signed up for flight school, took helicopter lessons, got her pilot's license, all while keeping her plan a secret. On May 26th, 1986, she flew a rented helicopter directly over the prison.
Hang on. Before you finish the story, can you maybe have some music from, can you get Green River from CCR as you're telling the remaining part of this story? Because
Oh,
I feel like we
gosh.
need Green River as this little tiny French woman is learning to get her pilot's
You don't think,
license.
you don't think this?
No. We need, no. I mean, it's fine.
No. All right, so Green River.
Green
for-
River CCR. I want everybody just to kind of go in their minds. Imagine she's 4'10". Okay, she's got a cute little French bob. Her husband or her man is on the inside and he hates it. And her loins are longing to get.
Her loins are longing to get.
to get
the
this
husband
man
out of jail. Okay.
And then all of a sudden, here we go. Here comes Maria.
Peter Gabriel's on an M60 on the side like a Huey in Vietnam. Eat hot lead! I'm Peter Gabriel!
Get the rope, Dad!
Rope ladder.
Ain't nobody taking my man.
This what you have in your head? I was thinking more romance, but
Oh.
okay.
I'm thinking Nam.
I kind of like the Peter Gabriel being on at the same time as Green River, competing. It's a competing narrative of what's going on in this prison.
Well, anyway, so Nadine,
The guards can't shoot because they're so moved to tears.
on May 26, 1986, she flew a rented helicopter directly over the prison. Her husband, who had painted fake nectarines to look like grenades to threaten the guards.
Wow.
He ran to the roof. Nadine lowered a line, plucked him out of the prison yard, and they flew off into the sunset.
Aw, how romantic.
And they lived happily ever after.
All my instincts, they return. The grand facade.
We're going back to France.
Well, here's the result. They landed in a nearby soccer field and escaped. They both were eventually caught and shot. They survived during a bank robbery a couple months later. This is the ultimate ride or die, am I right?
Mm-hmm. It is, but why? If you've got your helicopter license, you have a career now. Why you got to rob a bank? Get him out, move to a touristy place
Yeah,
where
go
you
to
do
Nice.
like helicopter tours and
what?
live happily ever after. You went to the trouble of going through helicopter pilot school, and then you're like, okay, been there, done that. Let's rob banks again together.
Yeah. This ends up great for us.
It was a life of crime. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about romance.
Bonnie and
Yeah, it is
Clyde?
kind of tight.
Most partners won't even drive her to the airport.
It's true.
She learned aviation to airlift him from jail.
I know.
This is how come this is not a movie yet?
It's a terrifying level of commitment.
Yeah.
But damn, is that romantic? Oh, and you're going to get your wife flowers for Valentine's Day? Huh, pathetic.
Man up.
Man up, exactly. Okay.
I like this.
That's romance for you.
I love romance. I love all these stories. I mean, except for the guy who had the mummied chick from the tuberculosis or whatever.
Yeah, the tuberculosis.
Everybody else, though, I'm down.
Again, and it all comes back to, teaching my son, hey, just be cool, man.
Good luck with that.
Just be cool,
Yeah.
There's a lot of corpses in the ground.
All right, let's take a break. But first, all right, Team Rizz Member of the Day is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Beat the Clock Happy Hour is back weekdays from 3 to 6 at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Get the details at hotshotsnet.com. From Columbia, Missouri, Dustin Scott is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Dustin is a Rizz evangelist who started listening back in the war days, the Woody and Rizz Show days. He has attended quite a few point events. He's a daily podcast weirdo and YouTube streamer who became a bigger fan when Learn and Rafe joined the show.
That's sweet.
He recently moved from St. Louis to Columbia, Missouri to pursue his bachelor's in health science, where he is actively spreading the word of the Rizz Show and telling everyone how hot Learn is. Wow.
Whoa. What? Romance.
That's so nice.
What about me?
Thank you so much.
Nothing about you.
That's weird.
Dustin is an ex-Marine who enjoys traveling to different states for concerts. He loves the Majority Rules game, which we are going to play today.
Fantastic.
For Dustin. Dustin Scott from Columbia is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get a super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, Learn, what do you got for us?
Gene Simmons is big mad about hip-hop. What is Pearl Jam up to? Rest in peace to Dawson, and albums worthy of the Grammy Hall of Fame.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. Who will be at next year's Super Bowl for the halftime show? I got the odds-on favorite. And was Kurt Cobain really murdered? The new homicide claims explained. We'll chop it up next. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Schreier Air text line, 314-649-DUMB. The Bud Light Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. Just search The Rizz Show. Man, you got to hear the story coming out of Philadelphia. Ah, God. People are so dumb.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the setup to a bad joke, but it actually resulted in a major policy change for a legendary local spot. So Dirty Frank's, I don't know if anybody's been there in Philly. Dirty Frank's is a historic dive bar in City Center. Okay, it temporarily raised the age to get in from 21 to 25. Why? Because they were getting flooded with college kids carrying increasingly sophisticated fake IDs.
Wow.
So according to the bar's owner, a woman named Jody, the situation had been building for a while. Thanks to, viral trends on TikTok and ChatGPT, the bar started seeing swarms of like 20 to 30-somethings. I'm sorry, not 20 to 30-somethings. 20 to 30 young people showing up at once. So they were trying to overwhelm the bouncers. But the absolute final straw was an incident that's honestly kind of impressive in the audacity. So somebody tried to get past the doorman using a fake Pennsylvania ID featuring a photo of Benjamin Franklin.
Okay, I like this.
The ID claimed that Ben Franklin was 24 years old and listed his address as the Liberty Bell.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that was the final straw for this bar. She says, thank you to whoever brought this in. That's a damn we're done with this. Here she is talking about it. This is the owner of the dive bar Dirty Frank's in Philly.
That's the day that we're done. I have to preserve the bar. I have to preserve my license.
They don't know how to drink. They drink way too much. They throw up on the floor. They yell. They scream.
That's a patron.
Oh, okay.
The scary part for the staff wasn't just the obvious jokes like the Ben Franklin card. It was that the serious fakes were too good. They were passing the UV light test and scanning as valid in the bar system. What did you have a fake ID, Scott? Ever?
No.
Loser.
I did.
know.
Fake ID.
Yeah.
I never needed one.
But it was a person I knew, and we
Yeah.
looked very similar. So, yeah.
Mine was a person I knew, looked nothing like me, so went for it anyway.
Did it work?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I got taken a couple times, and then I'd pay for them to go to the DMV and get a new one.
Yeah,
My
we would-
Sri Lankan buddy did give me his old license.
your Sri Lankan buddy?
Yeah, Sid. And that was always fun to pull out at places. But
I'm like, no, it's real.
It's
I'm
real.
Sri Lankan.
I'm
Sri Lankan.
Sid Santhahara. Or what? Yeah, his name's long.
Oh, a long like Sri Lankan name
Yes.
with 25 letters.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is me.
but it was the best.
How do you pronounce your last name? I can't do it.
Yeah, don't ask.
I can't do it. But these fake IDs are becoming so sophisticated
That's funny.
that they were passing, all the tests. Despite the IDs working, the behavior gave it away. The woman said the regular customers reported that the younger crowd was vaping inside, sneaking in their own drinks, screaming, getting sick on the floor. Once you're in,
You're golden.
but you got to be cool.
Yeah. Well, they don't know that. They're not 21 yet. I think you kind of get. Did it change for you? Like when you went somewhere underage and you're like, ooh, you felt like you didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, but I didn't want to draw attention to myself.
For sure. That's not
A
this
bunch
era.
of dopey kids.
I had a
These kids are
benefit.
nuts.
My friend's dad owned like a bar called Sticks in Carbondale. We could go down there and hang out in the basement before the bar opened, and then like take the freight elevator up, or they brought kegs up from the. So we were already in the building, and I kind of got the benefit of like him being like, "If you guys come up," because it was 19 to get in the bars at Carbondale, so you
21
could
to
be-
drink.
21 to drink, so you could kind of blend in a little bit. He's like, if you can't go outside, but if you come up, just like be cool. Don't be acting like
Don't draw attention to yourself.
jabronis. And it was like I got a nice little like lesson in how to play it cool.
Right. Yeah, once, if I would use a fake ID to get into a place, and first of all, I was always so nervous that
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't going to work. And I'm sure 75% of the time it didn't work, and the guy was just like,
Just whatever. Have
just
a good
whatever,
time.
go in. Don't be an idiot. And he went, ooh, I got in.
Yeah.
Now, just don't draw any attention to yourself. Don't start any fights. Don't do anything dumb. You're in.
I would go. There was a drive-through liquor store in East St. Louis, and I would go and buy liquor for parties with my fake ID through the drive-through.
Well,
And
I had the
that worked
benefit-
like a charm,
I had
actually.
the benefit of being born in 1978, which you could turn the 8 into a 3 with a chalk pencil.
Nice.
Until they got the idea of putting a black light or a flashlight underneath and see that it's
Edited.
edited. But so now they've raised the age to get into this place from 21 to 25 because these idiot kids.
Hilarious.
Bummers.
So, but if you are a well-behaved 23-year-old in Philly, don't panic yet. The woman says this isn't permanent. She's just shopping for and testing advanced screening technology that could detect these high-level forgeries.
And to be honest with you, I don't even know. I mean, they could still forge something. I don't think there's much of a physical difference between a 21 and a 21 and a 25-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So you could still do all of this and be like, yeah, I'm 25. It's just the same gimmick, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at somebody, so I would add 5 years to my age.
Right.
So if I'm 17 and I'm adding 5 years, there's no way I look like a 22-year-old.
They all look like babies, dude.
Yeah, well,
They're all, everybody, like my sister is 27 and she looks like she's
right.
14 still. Like, you're a lawyer. This is insane.
Just these idiot kids. Just be cool, man. You're in. You got in. You got in. And you blew it. And you blew it for everybody.
You did.
All right, so Bad Bunny did his thing at the Super Bowl this year, and folks are already turning their attention to who will be the big headliner next year.
Who am I mad about?
Now, according to the latest betting odds, there's one name that is the early favorite to headline
Give us a
Super
hint.
Bowl 61,
It's Post Malone.
which will be on Valentine's Day. So the Super Bowl will be on Valentine's Day next year,
Okay.
That's a good hint.
and it's going to be at SoFi Stadium in L.A.
I bet like a Jelly Roll, a Post Malone,
That's so funny because I just saw that the NFL Players Union was going to, because Sam Darnold ended up paying money to play in the Super Bowl because of California taxes.
Yes.
It cost him $71,000
It's the jock tax.
to win a Super Bowl because they take so many taxes out for the days you work in California that they were saying that NFL Players Association was going to refuse to play Super Bowls in California, and the next Super Bowl is in California.
In L.A. So Post Malone is not even listed on the odds boards.
Mr. Jelly.
The contenders rumored, not even listed on there. Jelly Roll's not on there either.
Interesting. That's why I saw wanting in the comments so much.
The odds-on favorite, sitting at plus 310.
Give us a little hint.
Yeah, give us a genre.
It is a
Finally country?
female.
Oh.
It is a female solo artist.
Is she already involved in the NFL?
No, Beyonce.
No.
I was thinking Carrie Underwood.
Oh,
No.
So, is this Mrs. Carpenter?
No. Miss Carpenter.
Sabrina.
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter? Nope, she's not on there.
Is it?
Nora Jones.
It is somebody who's been around for Nora Jones.
A long
I don't know.
time?
People are so stupid right now. I don't know. I
She's
love
been
Nora
around for a
Jones.
long time.
Okay. A lot of hits?
I love Nora Jones.
Yeah. A lot of hits.
Hits from what eras? How many decades?
Reba McEntire.
Please, I wish.
Maybe 2 decades.
That'd be tight. Two decades, so
all
pretty
right,
young.
2 decades. Okay.
2 decades.
Current?
Current.
Okay, so the early aughts and the
Yeah, now.
and now.
Got it.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande is listed as a rumored contender, but not,
Selena Gomez.
no.
Oh.
not
I was
big
thinking
enough.
Britney.
No,
It's Britney,
no.
bitch.
No.
Brittany. Man,
No.
solo
And
artist.
Not Taylor
Solo artist.
Swift. Not Taylor Swift.
And it's all pop, or is there country
Taylor
involved?
Swift is always in the conversation, and she's actually, she actually tops fan polls as the most wanted halftime act. But she's the odds of her playing are behind this person.
Okay.
Can't be Gaga because she just
Not
did
Lady.
it.
she's already done it.
Lady Gaga.
Twice.
She's mentioned. She's done the halftime before.
That was excellent.
I guess SZA?
No, not big enough.
I wish. Well, she did. SZA did it last year with Kendall.
Everybody
that's
knows
right,
this
that's right.
name.
Yeah.
She's been around forever.
Christina Aguilera.
Nope. She recently kind of reinvented herself.
Really?
Not J-Lo
Jewel?
again.
Jewel? No.
She just recently reinvented
Yeah,
herself.
I would say she got a new thing going on.
She's got a new thing going on.
Caitlyn
Yeah.
Jenner.
Correct. Yes.
Yes.
It is. I'm just going to tell you. It's Miley Cyrus.
Oh, Miley Cyrus. Okay. She could be a good bridge
Miley
for country
Cyrus
and rock
is the
and pop.
odds-on favorite to play the Super Bowl as the halftime act next year.
I love it.
I could see that.
Dude,
Miley
Billy Ray
Cyrus is
finally.
the odds-on favorite, followed by Cardi B, Taylor Swift, Lil Wayne, A$AP Rocky, Justin Bieber, J. Cole and Drake, Ariana Grande, Harry Styles, Lady Gaga with Metallica.
That already happened. That already happened like at the Grammys and nobody loved it.
J. Cole and Drake as a package deal?
Yep. And then Morgan Wallen's on the list.
You know,
Dua Lipa is on the list.
Miley Cyrus would be such a great person because, you know, a lot of what has come out this year about wanting, you know, like who were we talking about yesterday wanted to see, David Draymond wanted to see somebody like.
Oh, Bad Bunny and Kid Rock get together.
Yes, get together. I think Miley Cyrus is a perfect conduit for all of the genres to go through her, like a guiding light, because she's done things for rock, she's done things for pop, she's done things for hip hop and for country. And so, boom, just get everybody
Yeah.
out there. And that's
I
where
think she- I think-
it'd be
I think
great.
she's talented. I
And then
like
nobody
her.
can bitch about anything.
And I think she
They'll
could
still
get-
find a way to bitch.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right about that. But man, you get Miley, I bet you get Dolly. I bet you get a surprise Dolly Parton appearance.
And
That
if you
could be
get
great.
Dolly, you get Billy. This is a great deal.
Yeah. If you get Miley, you get Billy too. Billy Ray.
Yeah.
Billy Ray,
It's a package.
who's on The Masked Singer last night, I
Yeah,
think.
he was on
sister's
Masked
touring, too.
as a Masked
Yeah.
Singer.
Her little sister tours too.
Oh, yeah, she's
Nobody.
great, too.
What's her?
Noah.
Noah.
Noah,
Noah,
Cyrus. She's
Body.
dreamy
Noah.
and
Noah.
ethereal
Nobody
and
cares about that.
goth.
Is that nice?
Okay, so the other crap-on thing I want to bring up is, man, there's a new wave of controversy around the death of Kurt Cobain. And I've been seeing this, and people have been sending us stories about this, and we've yet to talk about it. Getting a lot of attention this week. Now, for decades, the official record has been the same. Kurt Cobain died by suicide at his house in April of 1994. Self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Right.
High levels of heroin in the system. That ruling came from the King County Medical Examiner, the Seattle Police Department. That's their official narrative, too. But, since his death, there's been documentaries. There's been...
Finger pointing.
A lot of finger pointing. Was it Courtney?
Right.
Was it the CIA, I heard? So what's happening now? A private team of forensic researchers, not an official police task force.
Right, this is unofficial.
They published a new peer-reviewed forensic report that challenges the long-standing suicide ruling. So this team re-examined the crime scene photos, re-examined the autopsy details, the toxicology results, and they say the evidence is more consistent with a murder that was staged to look like a suicide.
Whoa.
This is so crazy to me. Can I just say this? I don't believe it. I don't believe that it was a homicide. I've never believed it was. And also, they're talking about like the liver function of like a body that has had an overdose. If like he was forced to do like a high amount of these drugs, like they would have known that in '94, or had they? Because from what I read, the autopsy details had like the like the organs being more inflamed than...
Right. Well, okay, so one of the main voices in this group is this independent researcher. His name is, her name is Michelle Wilkins. Okay, and she brought in a forensic specialist, this guy Brian Burnett, a person who's done work on other controversial cases. So after reviewing the materials, this Brian Burnett reportedly told the group, this is a homicide. We've got to do something about this. So what does this new report say? Okay, there's some physical evidence, like organ damage patterns, particularly in the brain and liver. Seems more in line with a heroin overdose rather than an instantaneous shotgun blast. He says the crime scene looks unusually clean and orderly, with the drug kit and syringes neatly placed, odd for somebody in the throes of death or moments after shooting themselves. The position of the shotgun and lack of expected blood splatter on Cobain's hands are cited as inconsistencies with the suicide scenario. And they also argued that the suicide note could have anomalies, suggesting it might have been staged or tampered with.
Like forced to write, or somebody
else wrote it. And they said there was so much heroin in a system, like at such a high level. There's no way what somebody with that much heroin in their system could have positioned the gun and done it. It would have been catatonic.
Wow.
So in simple terms, the group thinks Cobain may have been incapacitated with a heroin overdose and then shot by somebody else, and the scene staged afterwards.
Right. I still don't buy it. I still don't. I don't know. It's not like I've dived deep into this, but I remember reading books back in the 90s about this. I remember like Courtney being the prime suspect.
Right.
She killed Kurt. And I never thought that, and everybody like ripped me apart. And I am a Hole fan, but it's not because of that. I don't think they have a child together.
Loves
I don't think.
holes.
And you know what? Courtney Love has been right about a lot of things through time that people thought she was crazy about. Like, she used to talk about Dave Grohl not being a good guy, and then like that his whole affair thing came to light, and everybody was like, Courtney was right. I don't know. I just don't think that. I think that Kurt Cobain was a deeply sad person. That was
was a drug addict.
Yes, and a beautiful human being that I wish would have never taken his own life. But I feel like us trying to act like this was a homicide in 2026 is insane.
Well, I think the red flags too is that there's a lot of who's that lead guy on the case? I guess he screwed up a few things, and so people were like, "Why is it? It was not done correctly."
Well, they're saying he's cherry picking things. He's like cherry picking little things to make it seem like. And the Seattle Police Department and the King County Medical Examiner's Office don't agree. They publicly stated they do not plan to reopen the case. They continue to stand by the original suicide determination from 1994. Seattle police have said detectives reviewed the death then and still believe it was suicide. No. And officials have also stressed that even though they're open to reviewing new evidence, if it's credible, they haven't seen anything so far that would justify reopening the investigation.
Also, I want to know how Frances Bean feels and Courtney Love feels like about this constantly being a topic, and now it's unofficially reopened. Is just.
I mean,
that's just
I understand if, I guess it would bring peace if there was a murder, but it's also one of those where
it's a cold case.
It's not a bad time to let it.
And you know what?
Be buried.
These things start getting traction on Reddit and TikTok, and they take on a life of their own.
I know.
Yeah.
Regardless of official responses.
It's one of those great conspiracy theories. It's like, were there two people that shot Kennedy?
Yeah. Is Elvis still alive?
Is Elvis still alive? It's just all these conspiracies.
So, are they cherry picking the anomalies? Is this actually something that undermines the original suicide ruling? And we hear about this every couple of years. Something else comes out. Another documentary, another peer-reviewed forensic journal.
Right.
I just think, listen, he's dead.
Do you remember where you were when you found out that Kurt Cobain?
Yes, I was.
I do too. This is my first celebrity
buddy Matt.
death that I remember being deeply impacted by. I was on a back road going to the Marion Mall in Southern Illinois with my friend's mom.
Yeah, I remember I was in Seattle I was.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
What, Scott?
Nothing.
All right. Let's do crap on. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with the crap on celebrities.
And we start with this. Gene Simmons is doubling down on his stance about how hip-hop artists do not belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Gene was being interviewed on a podcast recently, and he was arguing, inducting rappers into the hall is equivalent to inducting opera singers or symphony orchestras into a rock-specific institution. Now, he got into it with Ice Cube a few years ago, Ice Cube was the one who said, rock and roll is a spirit rather than an instrument or a type of genre, which I understand that. I feel that. But I also kind of understand Gene with this because he just said, he was like, I just want to know when Led Zeppelin is going to be inducted into the hip hop Hall of
you know
Fame.
what? This is just, at this point, it's old man yelling at the clouds.
Absolutely it is.
I mean, listen, Gene, it is what it is. You don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. You're bringing it up again. But
you know what? I'm sure there is a hip hop Hall of Fame, not on the same level as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it doesn't seem. But I wonder if you could induct rock band. Like Aerosmith would be a perfect band to induct into the hip hop Hall of Fame because of Run DMC. Led Zeppelin for different sampling that bands or hip hop artists have used. I mean, I don't mind the cross genre.
It's all a joke anyway. Who cares?
It's like
it's just famous people Hall of Fame is what it is.
It is.
It's who's picking these bands. Remember the whole fan vote thing, and Fish got so many votes.
Yeah,
still didn't make it.
Didn't matter.
That's a joke.
It's a hack.
It's corporate people picking corporate rock to go into the Hall of Fame. That's what it is.
Well, Gene Simmons also criticized modern music, and he stated that free downloads and a lack of financial support for new artists are preventing the emergence of the next pivotal stars like the Beatles or Elvis. So he's got a lot of bitching going on in
he's
this
also
podcast.
bitching at radio for not paying. His whole thing now is his crusade, and he was in front of Congress for this, is to have radio stations should be paying the artists for playing their music.
We do that.
I thought.
Or not the artists, but we pay ASCAP
we pay
and all that.
which is the union.
And that, the artist though, because you're.
Well, he wants artists paid directly, which would and bankrupt a lot of places.
Yeah, there would be no radio anymore.
Well, the argument used to be, hey, listen, we're playing your songs, so you sell records and you sell tickets for concerts.
Yeah.
That was the argument for radio, not paying artists. Like, hey, we're scratching your back and you scratch our back and everything's a wash.
And we're scratching the back of the audience. It's free.
His argument now is that radio doesn't have the same effect as it once did by moving tickets and album sales. So that's a whole back and forth now.
Well, also, is that for his bands or in general?
Right.
His argument is in general.
He's not going to take accountability at all for putting out crappy music later in life. You know what I mean? Kiss had its time, and it was excellent. But Kiss in 2026 trying to release something new?
I feel like now that Gene is retired, this is him joining the HOA as a president because he's got to have something to do.
Yeah, he's just on podcasts complaining.
So he's got to have something to do now. So he's just complaining about everything.
Yeah. Stop yelling at the stars. Eddie Vedder is pretty reserved around the subject of replacing Matt Cameron of Pearl Jam. Matt Cameron, obviously drummer for a long time, left in 2025 after 27 years. And he said that it was, because of the physical toll of the band's demand, 3-hour-plus concert sets, constant touring that Pearl Jam did. Eddie Vedder was interviewed by Rolling Stone magazine, and he says Pearl Jam is in between eras at the moment. And he says they want to have a band discussion, but they don't know really what the type of message would be right now. So it sounds like they don't have a drummer yet.
Are they playing shows?
No, I don't think so. I think they're off the road. Eddie Vedder just released that documentary last week on Netflix about the foundation he and his wife have started to help people. And he says we're in the lab.
I don't imagine them getting any big name. They'll probably get a good drummer that we've never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To do studio work and maybe on the road. That's it.
And Matt Cameron is working on that Soundgarden album that is going to posthumously be released soon. So that's where his kind of focus is right now, and I like that. Rest in peace to Pogue's Celtic punk drummer Andrew Rankin, who died at the age of 72. I forgot about the Pogues. Like, I don't think about them very often, and then when I see Pogues, I'm like,
Fairy Tale in
yeah.
New York is a great song.
Yeah, I think this is what I got for you.
They have some
It's a great song.
So Andrew Rankin, he had chronic obstructive pulmonary disease in recent years. They haven't really said what his actual cause of death is, but R.I.P. to him. Also, rest in peace to James Van Der Beek. This was pretty shocking yesterday.
This is sad.
The Dawson's Creek star is dead at the age of 48. And in 2024, we found out that he had stage 3 colorectal cancer. And, he struggled financially with this. He and his family, and he has like a million kids.
They had like GoFundMes and
they did an auction for a lot of different movie props, and a bunch of his co-stars and TV star friends. They all got together to raise money for him. He couldn't even make that.
Yeah, they did a Dawson's Creek reunion thing, and he wasn't able to make it.
I know.
And when I saw that, I'm like, ooh, man, that's not a great sign.
It's not. And so I saw this yesterday, though. Somebody shared this, and I retweeted it. This is what this is what James Van Der Beek said about the end of his life and how cancer kind of made him consider about who he is in the end.
It has been the hardest year of my life, and I wanted to share something that I learned with y'all. When I was younger, I used to define myself as an actor, right? Which was never really all that fulfilling. And then I became a husband, and that was much better. And then I became a father, and that was the ultimate. I could define myself then as a loving, capable, strong, supportive husband, father, provider, steward of the land that we're so lucky to live on. And for a long time, that felt like a really good definition to the question, who am I? What am I? And then this year, I had to look my own mortality in the eye. I had to come nose to nose with death. And all of those definitions that I cared so deeply about were stripped from me. I was away for treatment, so I could no longer be a husband that was helpful to my wife. I could no longer be a father who could pick up his kids and put them to bed and be there for them. I could not be a provider because that wasn't working. I couldn't even be a steward of the land because at times I was too weak to prune all the trees during the window that you're supposed to prune them. And so I was faced with the question, if I am just a too skinny, weak guy alone in an apartment with cancer, what am I? And I meditated and the answer came through. I am worthy of God's love simply because I exist. And if I'm worthy of God's love, shouldn't I also be worthy of my own?
Isn't that profound?
Wow.
And the same is true for you.
I loved that. I was crying in my kitchen last night watching that video of him saying that, and it's so true. And I don't think we should have to be nose to nose with death to understand we are all worthy of love and God's love and all that. So, if you're wrapped up in your titles of who you are and your roles in other people's lives, you are worthy. And so on that, I'd like to play the Dawson's Creek theme song just to play us out.
Named your number.
I was watching that video, and because I know you in the car were listening to it. I had the video playing, and he looked so sick.
Yeah.
And he stared directly at the camera.
I know.
And
you know, Kevin Smith paid a really great tribute to him yesterday on Facebook, and it's a pretty lengthy one, so I won't go into it here, but you should look it up because he was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back being himself, and Kevin Smith tells a really great story about James Vanderbeek just personally and how great of a human being he was. So with that, R.I.P. Dawson.
Paula Cole. Hairy armpits.
What's wrong with you, man?
What?
She does have hairy armpits. It's okay.
What's wrong with you?
Do you want to pick it up, get some joy back in your life? Streaming premiere tonight, Predator Badlands is on Hulu.
Yeah! Hey, watch that. Me and the boy watched that a couple weeks ago on Rafe's recommendation. Spent $25.
Awesome.
Sorry about
to
that.
rent it.
Could have waited a week.
Could have waited a week, and
You
it's on
coulda
Hulu,
waited.
which I subscribe to.
Perfect.
That's cool.
Very cool. And also Love
Can't
Story.
put a price on hanging out with your son, right?
No.
That's right.
Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette will also be on FX and Hulu tonight. So if you want to, it's a 3-part little mini-series of actors playing the late John F. Kennedy Jr. Actress and singer Bijou Phillips has been hospitalized and is urgently seeking a second kidney transplant following the failure of a previous donor organ. She's 45 years old. She was in movies like Almost Famous, the sitcom Raising Hope, and she's very young, and she's looking for somebody. She's got a little kid. She's got a kid. She's a single parent. So if you can help in any way.
Man, I remember when I was working at the radio station in New York, Anthony Kiedis just stopped by the radio station, and he was with her.
Really?
She looks so young compared to him,
Well,
too.
that is on brand for him.
It's on brand. This is my friend Bijou.
Bijou.
Oh, Bijou Phillips.
This is my daughter, Bijou.
She was a big-time party girl.
Yeah.
My brother's Bijan.
Very pretty. And finally, the Grammy Hall of Fame announced its recordings that are being inducted this year. So I just have a couple that we would know. A lot of them are kind of obscure. Heart's 1975 album Dreamboat Annie, which is a fantastic record. Radiohead's third, OK Computer from 1997 is going in.
So important.
Janet Jackson's fourth, Rhythm Nation, is going in. And Tupac's fourth and final, All Eyes on Me, which was released in 1996, is also going into the Grammy Hall of Fame, which is cool. So I wanted to honor that. And that is your crap on celebrities.
All right, celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Heisman Trophy winner Robert Griffin III is 36. Christina Ricci. She will always be my Wednesday Addams.
Yeah.
She's 46. Have you seen Yellow Jackets?
No,
I hear
everybody
it's
wants
great.
me to
Everybody
watch
says
it.
it's so good.
How many seasons
music.
now? It's got a lot of seasons, right?
I don't know, but apparently it's great, and I haven't seen it yet. Director Darren Aronofsky is 57. Josh Brolin, he is Thanos, and he is 58. Bijou Phillips' sister, China Phillips, biggest Wilson Phillips hit, Hold On, is 58 years old. Arsenio Hall is 70. The Growing Pains mom, Joanna Kearns, is 73. Judy Blume, yes, the author, Super Fudge. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. She is 88 years old. And we have to stand up and salute this gentleman.
Oh.
It is his birthday today. St. Louis's own Michael McDonald. Triple M. Michael Mother effing McDonald is 74.
My God. Mather McDonald.
Gotta blow out these candles. 74 candles, Michael. Blow them all out, one at a time.
I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore.
Ah, God, that hits you.
Forgetting things will never.
Happy birthday, Michael.
We love you, Michael.
I keep forgetting how
Damn,
you
this
made it
rips.
so clear.
Time stands still.
Forgetting every time you're near. Every time I see your smile.
That, you know what? Love this song. Not my favorite of his.
Oh, let's hear some more Michael McDonald.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Just a couple, 2-3 bars.
Type your Yamo. Here, one more time on Yamo. Burn this place to the ground.
From somewhere back in long ago.
This is a live version.
The sound of the moon.
Listen to how good this sounds. Live. Get it. Hit that note. Woo, live. That ain't no studio magic. That's real magic. Yeah, that's real magic.
Anybody else would surely know. He's watching her go.
Everybody.
What a fool believes. Do you see? The wise man has the power.
Oh, God.
Golly.
Happy birthday, Michael McDonald.
Hell yeah.
Now,
Man.
you know the story of Michael McDonald discovering a child that he didn't have?
Yes, there was a child.
So this is
This is my baby.
dude, this story's crazy. So in the early 70s, before Michael McDonald became famous with the Doobie Brothers or, Steely Dan, he was a struggling musician. And during this time, he had a brief relationship with a woman. They eventually parted ways. And Michael McDonald was unaware this woman was pregnant. So he had 2 kids with his wife, Amy. A son named Dylan and a daughter named Scarlett. This child that he didn't know about, also named Dylan, he had 2 Dylans.
Wow.
He has 2 Dylans.
Double Dylan.
Double
You
Dylan.
son of a bitches.
Yeah, so this kid named Dylan was born around 1970 or 1971. The mom chose not to inform Michael about the pregnancy or the birth. Dylan was raised by his mom and stepfather, and it wasn't until Dylan was an adult, roughly around 20 years old, the secret came out.
You're not going to know that you had a child with Michael McDonald, but there will be signs, and it's just shaggy hair.
Yeah.
Daddy, mommy. Take me to soccer practice.
So
Sure, this is my kid.
So in his 20s, they made the connection. Apparently, they have a great relationship.
That's great.
So McDonald's wife, Amy, was reportedly incredibly accepting. Instead of viewing the news as a threat to the family, they welcomed Dylan, too, into the family.
I love it.
And now they got the 2 Dylans.
Had to be an awkward introduction, right?
Well, to differentiate, the family often refers to them by nicknames older Dylan and younger Dylan.
That's cute. That's wild that they're both named Dylan.
ODYD.
Yeah, and Michael McDonald is fully integrated into older Dylan's life.
Good.
He's a musician as well.
He looks cool as heck.
And they maintain a very close relationship. I like that story.
I do too.
Yeah.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Ryan Connor. And today's birthday girl, yes, Ryan the girl, has been in 407 fine films, including Aces in the Holes, Axel Braun's Cougar Alert, Beach Bums, Bottom Feeders 2, Cheeks for Weeks, Hot Bods and Tailpipe 14, The Lord of Asses 3 and 6, The Reincarnation of Betty Page, Stop My Ass is on Fire 5 and 8, and Who Could Forget a Role? In 2015's Nuts About Butts 2. Ryan Connor is 55 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, let's take a break. Scott, if you could load up the phones for me.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to play a game called Majority Rules. It's a very simple game. And here's how it's going to work. I need all you guys to get pen and paper. Oh, I'm sorry.
Kidding.
You got to
I'm
write
kidding.
stuff down.
I love writing. You kidding?
So I'm going to throw out a category, and we're all going to write our answers down. We're not going to say anything. Our contestant on the phone will then give their answer. If they match 2 of the 4 of us, they will win their choice of prizes. We got tickets for the Party Zone at Mardi Gras Saturday with DJ Pauly D. We got tickets for Bad Flower, and we got tickets to go see Nothing More at the pageant. So I will throw out a category. We'll write our answers down. We will then have the caller give their answer. If they match 2 of us, they get a point. 2 points out of 3, they win. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. We'll play next. All right, fellas, have you ever walked into a flower shop and stared at the buckets of the colorful stems for 10 minutes and go, I don't know what to get? It's very overwhelming.
I'm sure.
Have you ever walked into a flower shop and then walked out empty-handed because you were too overwhelmed? I have. I've actually walked out. Hey, guys, too much.
I can't deal with this.
I can't deal with all the blooms. Too many blooms.
Why don't you just ask someone?
I panic.
I was at Walter Knoll yesterday down on LaSalle, and I was doing like their wholesale that they have down there. I love walking into that flower cooler and getting nuts. It's cool.
Let's get nuts.
They gave me a little tour. They're like, all right, pick out whatever you want and buy it and be on your way.
Well, listen, Valentine's Day is on Saturday. You got to do something. You got to get the flowers. Got to get the flowers.
Yeah.
I'm having a little Galentine's Day event tomorrow, and I'm hopefully giving a lot of ladies flowers.
Like a Keishi event?
It's a Keishi event. Yeah, we're doing babes and bell bottoms at Heidi's Sewing.
Oh, wow.
And we're making, the classes are all sold out. And
Ah.
then I'll be there in the evening, and we'll have cookies and flowers, and we'll have pillow fights. It'll be great.
Oh, great. Pillow fights and tickle
Cool
fights.
event.
Awesome. I'll be rolling tape.
Okay. I'll be Chuck Berry.
I'll be rolling tape. So 29% of people admit they go to the flower store and they stare blankly for more than 10 minutes before making a move.
Poor thing.
That's a long time. 32% of us have actually given up and left the store with nothing because the decision is too hard. And 90% of men admit they've bought flowers before, but 40% are still baffled by them. So do you know what each of the flowers means?
I don't, and I would love to know.
Like the classic rose, we all know. The roses, red roses are the heavy hitters
The love.
of romance, symbolizing the classic I love you. But pink roses represent happiness and admiration. Lavender roses, very specific and sweet. That's a way to say love at first sight. Orchids. Orchids symbolize sophistication, elegance, and refinement. Tulips. Since they bloom in the spring, tulips are usually tied to new life. But color matters. Red tulips, they declare deep, eternal love. Yellow tulips are all about happiness, hope, and sunshine. Carnations, sometimes called the flower of the gods.
Really?
A red carnation, a classic expression of deep love, supposedly say, my heart aches for you. Pink is a sweet way to say, I'll never forget you. And white carnations represent innocence and sweetness.
Carnations get a bad rap. There's a whole Sex in the City episode where Charlotte is given carnations and she dumps the guy.
Yeah, it's
yeah?
weird because those are,
They're just pretty flowers.
yeah, they're beautiful.
A daisy, you can't look at a daisy without smiling, right? They're cheerful, they're dainty, they represent purity and loyal love. If you can find red ones, they're tied to passion. Pink ones represent joy. Sunflowers symbolize adoration and loyalty because they always look towards the sun.
I love that.
Because they spread so much positivity, they are safe and lovely, a lovely bet for both romantic partners and platonic friends. Peonies. Red peonies, romantic love mixed with respect. Pink, a softer, more tender type of love. An iris, faith, wisdom, valor. Yellow iris, surprisingly, these symbolize passion. A blue iris convey hope, respect, and emotional support. A hydrangea,
Yes.
gratitude and heartfelt emotion. But sometimes an apology.
Hydrangeas
So if you
are
need to
gorgeous.
apologize to somebody, send them a hydrangea. If you want to keep it strictly romantic, stick to pink ones.
Highly suggest planting hydrangeas at your house and then making sure the acid levels are a certain level, and it will change the color of the hydrangea.
Yeah, that is pretty neat.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, 618 on the Schreier text line is like, I don't know if flowers had meaning. They're just pretty. Yeah, too.
That too. They are
Too.
gorgeous.
So you can give flowers to somebody, maybe they get the wrong idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a code. It's like having, the different colored handkerchief in your back pocket at a rest stop.
1,000%.
Different codes.
Hey, do you guys
Having
want clippings from a 100-plus-year-old hydrangea?
I don't know what the
You have?
percentage of.
My grandma's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know what the percentage of people giving or receiving flowers are reading into this color coding. I would say it's not high.
No.
No.
Most people are just like, oh, this is her favorite flower. I'm going to get her
Yeah,
these.
but you know what, though? With what I just told you, and you know what? If you missed any of
Think
it,
about it.
Look it up. Look it up. It's
nice.
just an added, like, I got you these because they represent.
Yeah, more meaningful.
Yeah.
It's a G move.
It is G.
It is a G move.
It's a G move.
More of a G move if you don't tell them. And you just let them, you either let the universe decide if they discover
Nah,
it.
you got to tell them.
Then kind of like,
No, because they're never going to know.
You don't like the subtlety of just giving it to
They're
them?
never going to know. They would have no idea what it meant. Oh, nice flowers. Okay, but hey, I got you these because they represent, my eternal love.
Can I ask you a question? You're a man.
I pretend to be, yes.
I will get flowers from anyone, right? My mom, my husband, whatever. What I like to do is I like to take the flowers home and then I dismantle them and I create multiple little flower arrangements that I find tasteful.
I don't care.
Is that rude?
No.
that's just
As
type
long as
A.
as long as I get credit for giving them to
That's
you.
just pure type A.
That's just my problem.
Thank you for the
That's my problem.
bouquet.
As long
It is
as-
not up to snuff.
As long as I get credit for giving you something,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, cool.
I don't care what you do with
All
them.
right. Okay.
Throw them in the garbage.
And then
for
I
all
dry them
care.
out and then they go in my little witch cabinet.
That's nice. Let's give away some
Which one?
stuff. Yeah. All right. All right, we're going to play a game called Majority Rules. It's simple. I'm going to get you guys on the phone one at a time. I'll ask a question. Here in the room, Rafe, Learn, and King Scott will write down their answer. You'll give us your answer after everybody's written theirs down. And if you match 2 out of the 3 of their answers, you get a point. If you get 2 out of 3 points, you win. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Mark in Warrenton. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
All right, Mark, we got Mardi Gras tickets, we got Band Flower tickets, and we got Nothing More tickets. All right, don't say anything yet, Mark, okay? Don't say anything. I will have everybody write their answers down, and then I'll ask for your answer. All right, guys, give me a popular pizza topping that is not pepperoni. Write down a popular pizza topping that is not pepperoni. Hang tight, Mark. I'll ask for your answer in a moment. Learn is looking quite confused. Rafe is locked in. Scott is locked in. You're
I'm ready.
Scott?
I'm
All right,
ready.
everybody's ready. Everybody's got their answers locked in. Mark, what's a popular pizza topping that's not pepperoni?
It has to be sausage.
He says sausage. Scott.
Sausage.
Sausage, there's one.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. And for the
Sausage.
win. Sausage.
What did you have?
Sausage.
Oh.
I wanted pineapple too.
Sausage.
All right, that's one right. All right, Mark, don't answer. Guys, a U.S. state that starts with the letter M that is not Missouri. A U.S. state that starts with the letter M that is not Missouri.
Okay.
Everybody locked in?
Yes.
I think so.
Mark, give an answer.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Rafe.
Montana.
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 I thought, but my heart is Montana, but I went Mississippi because I'm like, he's gonna go Mississippi.
Okay. Didn't get that one. Well, Mark, it comes down to this.
What'd you have?
Minnesota.
Oh, well, okay.
Hubbard's corporate headquarters.
That's right.
Well,
All right, guys, give me a movie you'd stop and watch if it's on TV. Give me a movie you would stop and watch if it was on TV.
dang, this is a hard one.
I know.
Okay.
Give me a movie you'd stop and watch if it was on TV. Scott, you ready?
I'm ready.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Mark, what's your answer?
It's a bad one. It's all of them. Every movie.
You can't say every
Can't
movie.
say every
silly
movie.
goose.
Give me an answer. Mark,
There's no way to have a majority. All right, Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez. Wow.
Okay. Scott, what's your answer?
I went with Gladiator.
Gladiator.
I went with Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Said Shawshank Redemption.
Sorry, Mark.
Go towards the
what'd you
light,
have?
Like
Mark.
that
Forrest
movie's
Gump.
on TBS at all times.
We talk about all
thought it
of.
was
We
gonna
talk
be
about Shawshank,
Gummo.
Wayne's World, Gummo. We talk about these movies all the time.
Curious. Okay.
I had Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
All right, Hurricane Chris, hello.
Technically, that was all of them.
Good morning, guys.
All right, Hurricane Chris, here we go. This will be easier. All right, don't answer yet. Guys, give me a fast food chain that's not McDonald's. Give me a fast food chain that is not McDonald's.
Easy.
Everybody locked in?
Yes.
Make sure you're writing your answers down. No cheating.
Sorry.
Chris, Could be a fast food chain,
All
not
right.
McDonald's.
Even though Moon's not there, I'm going to go Lion's
He
Choice.
says Lion's Choice. I'll go with Learn.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. I will go with Scott.
Lion's choice.
It comes down to Rafe. Rafe.
Taco John's.
Oh, for
That
one.
would made sense too.
I didn't write one down. All right, next one.
Okay.
You need a board game, not Monopoly. A board game, not Monopoly.
Okay.
Let's see. What's he gonna say? What's he gonna
A
say?
board game, not Monopoly.
Wait a second. He won that round, right?
No.
He said Lion's Choice. Scott said Lion's Choice. None of us matched. That's the majority.
Oh.
I said 2 out of. He's got to get 2.
Oh, okay. My fault.
He's got to get 2.
All right. My bad.
Okay, I got
He's
it.
got to get 2.
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna say this.
Board game, not Monopoly.
Board game, not Monopoly.
Wait, I gotta
Chris.
switch one more. Okay.
I'm going to go with Life.
Life. Learn.
Trivial Pursuit.
Trivial Pursuit. Scott.
I had Clue and I scratched it out with Life.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You did.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Please give me an answer. Comes down to Rafe.
I said sorry.
Ah.
Sorry, Chris.
See, I love Hurricane Chris. I was going for him.
Too.
What did you have?
2 for 2 with Chris.
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't have anything down.
Yeah, it shoots
you
and
not
ladders,
playing?
scratched it out.
No, I'm the host.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought you were also
You should
playing.
also-
No, I'm not
play.
also playing.
Oh.
Okay. More pressure for us to get.
Yes.
Okay, lock in.
Clint.
Let's go.
What's up, Rizzo?
All right, Clint, here we go. This is not going well. Okay, I need everybody to write down a superhero. I need everybody to write down a superhero.
Okay. I have it.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay. Clint, give me a superhero.
Superman.
Superman. Rafe.
Superman.
Superman.
Batman.
Learn.
Batman. Dog. Tootin'.
Sorry, I thought that was a dunk. I thought Superman was
Well-
a dunk.
I don't like how everybody goes to Superman.
Why?
When we think superhero.
We're playing a game where you're supposed to go
I
to
know.
the on the nose thing.
I just think that he's not the coolest superhero, and
He's
we
not.
always
I don't. He's
default.
not my favorite, but we're trying to match.
Oh, for one.
Chuck Norris and him battled each other, and whoever lost had to wear their underwear now. So.
All right, here we go. A brand of soda. Write down a brand of soda. A brand of soda. A brand of soda.
Got it.
Clint, a brand of soda.
Lock it in, Clint. Let's go.
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Let's go to Scott.
Coca-Cola.
Coke. Okay.
Coke.
Ah.
My God.
Come on. It was the one we were all going to get. Coca-Cola. It's
Oh
out.
man,
Oh, got it.
Who picks Pepsi?
Clint, you fool.
You fool.
Clint.
RC's
God.
Cola.
What, you think you're part of the new generation? Get out of here.
All right, Jeff. You there?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Jeff.
Everybody write down a kitchen appliance. A kitchen appliance.
Got it. Locked.
Got it.
Okay. Jeff, kitchen appliance.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator. Rafe.
Blender.
Blender. Okay, don't, guys. Scott.
Coffee maker.
Learn.
Blender.
Blender. Okay. All right. Why nobody said microwave?
I think we should it should be majority. This is too hard to get to.
There's been.
We're good.
Yeah, we got it.
The train's left the station. We're going to get this. We got to lock this in.
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
I didn't think of a
don't.
refrigerator. That's a huge appliance. I
Yeah,
was
that's
thinking
a
of something
massive
like a
That
countertop.
is the right answer, and
That's
I
the right
apologize.
answer, but
All right, Jeff. And everybody. A celebrity known by one name. A celebrity known by one name.
all right.
Okay.
This is going to go well, I can tell.
Yep.
A celebrity known by one name. Jeff.
Eminem.
Eminem.
No, you're best,
Damn you.
Jeff.
Damn you, Jeff. Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay. Learn.
Cher.
Cher. Okay.
The Rock.
The Rock. Okay. And
It's 2 words.
Madonna.
Donna was the answer. Okay, Jeff.
Or Rock, I guess.
It's Madonna.
What is this game called? Nobody wins?
No, it's called Nobody Wins.
Oh, come on.
Eric, hello.
Hello.
All right, Eric.
Eric's going to win. This is where
Let's
it all
go.
turns
Okay.
around.
Really get it
simple.
together, everyone.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Eric,
Yes.
everybody, write down the name of a casino game. A casino game. A game you would play at a casino.
Let's go. Locked.
A game you would play at a casino.
have a
Locked
question.
in.
Yes.
Can they also get points if none of us match?
No.
Okay.
That doesn't bode well for
This
you,
is-
Eric.
I have
Eric,
faith
I'm
in-
locked, dude. We're
I
going to
have
match.
faith in
Here we
two
go.
of you.
Okay.
Okay.
None and learn.
Oh.
Oh, you don't.
I
Oh,
think
really?
she's got it.
Watch
Okay,
me now.
okay.
Hey,
I think
She's
she's
been in one of
Eric,
those places before.
Give me the name of a casino game.
Blackjack.
Okay, wait. Everybody wait. Scott?
You want me to wait or keep
No, I
going?
want you to give me the answer.
I had poker.
Now you must match with Learn and Rafe.
Same time?
Rafe, no.
Yeah,
Rafe,
same
I
time.
know. I want your
Oh.
answer.
Okay. My
Right.
answer is blackjack.
It all comes down to Learn. Learn?
Yes.
A casino game.
Blackjack.
Wow.
There we go.
I felt bad because I had blackjack first and I crossed it out and I went poker. I'm like, it's
Good
going
job.
generic.
Listen, I'm trying to give you ESP vibes over here, and you're not taking them.
Well, I did, and I
Take
didn't
'em.
realize that's what that was.
Okay.
Trying to
Take-
give you PMS vibes over here, and you're not taking them.
Here we go. Write this down.
We're good. We're 1 for 1. This is gonna
Fruit.
go well.
Fruit you would put in a smoothie. Fruit that you would put in a smoothie.
Blow. Done.
Let's go.
Done.
The
Locked.
smoothie show. Let's
I
go.
think we're good.
Locked
Eric.
in.
Scott, you
Yeah, I got
Scott's
it.
right. Okay,
I switched
Eric.
it, but I got it now.
Fruit that you would put in a smoothie.
Strawberries.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Okay. I know we're gonna have to work for this one.
Okay.
This is
Scott,
it's feeling good.
Well, I switched to strawberry.
he said strawberry. All right. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. All right,
All right.
Scott.
All right.
Rafe,
I said banana.
he says banana. Comes down to Learn on this one. Learn fruit you would put in a smoothie. Eric says strawberry. If you have strawberry, Eric wins.
Right. If I don't have that,
We go to the
we
third
go
one.
to the third one.
Yeah.
I said banana.
I was going to say banana.
Bananas.
Banana was the correct
Damn it,
answer.
Eric.
Well, I had it first, and I'm like, nah, he's going
Okay.
strawberry.
It's the
Every
base of the
smoothie has a
smoothie.
banana in it.
Yes.
Whether you want it or not.
You're drinking banana,
It's
dude.
it's the thing.
Yes.
That's on you, Eric, that one. Okay, finally.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. A social media app. A social media app.
Oh boy.
Oh, doggone it.
Okay. Let's
Eric, can I ask how old are you?
Yeah, how old are you, Eric?
46.
40.
Great.
He's our age.
Changing my answer.
He's our age. He's our age,
All right.
guys.
That's perfect.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody got theirs written down?
Yeah.
For the win.
Oh.
A social media app.
For 46-year-olds.
Eric, give me an answer.
It's not MySpace, but Facebook.
He says Facebook. I'm going to go to Learn.
I said Instagram.
0 for 1.
I wrote Instagram, but when I asked how old he was, I crossed it out and I put FB Facebook.
Facebook, okay. Woo.
I did the exact opposite.
Here we go. It comes down to a man who's dressed as Austin Powers.
That's right, baby.
Eric said Facebook. King Scott, can you name a social media application?
I think so.
Show me.
Facebook.
Way to go, Eric.
We knew he's going to win. We knew it.
All right, Eric.
All right.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
We did it. All right, fine. We got one.
Congrats, Eric.
Now we're on a roll.
Well, I got no more callers.
Okay.
We're gonna
What?
that's putting the game down.
Never again.
Okay, just for fun, just around the room here, a Christmas song. Just to write down a Christmas song.
Okay? Locked.
Okay,
Got it.
Rafe,
Jingle bells.
Jingle Bells.
Santa baby.
Scott,
Hee-haw.
Dominic the Donkey. Yeah, and Scott and I matched.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Let me see here. A breakfast cereal. Here we go. Breakfast cereal.
Locked.
Learn.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Scott.
Cheerios.
Scott Rizzuto. Cheerios. And
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Dang.
Okay, all right.
CTC.
CTC, what
For life.
up?
And a car brand. Car brand. Car brand.
Easy.
Rafe.
Toyota.
Toyota. Learn.
Acura.
Scott.
Beamer boy.
Beamer boy. Yes. All right. Thank you. I knew that was all going to be done.
We locked perfect
What a
on
suck
that.
up.
Scott and I are the same. The same person.
Yeah, baby. Beamer boys,
Beamer
baby.
boys. I love British motor, whatever. That felt good.
Nicole's like, oh my God, I feel like you're rage baiting us with this game. It used to be majority, but not two people matching on the show. Plus, Rizz should play to help. Nope.
I don't like what?
New.
Hardest game ever. That's okay. You'll get them tomorrow.
Really
All right. All right, we got some more details on the Starbucks shooting, which are terrible. Would you rather move to the moon or Mars? And a mom accused of injecting feces into her child's IV.
Oh, my goodness.
We'll chop it up next day there. You know, there's a lot to celebrate today, right? What do we celebrate? It's packed with random historical, sweet and slightly weird holidays this February 12th. So it's International Darwin Day. This one celebrates Charles Darwin, born
Hello,
February
Darwin.
12th, 1809.
Nice to see you.
It's Lincoln's birthday.
What's up, Lando
Abraham
Lincoln?
Lincoln was born on this day, February 12th, 1809. Same day as Darwin. Yeah. Big day in 1809. It's NCAA. I'm sorry, not NCAA, NAACP Day. Two different organizations. That was founded February 12th, 1909. It's National Lost Penny Day. This one's random but relatable. It's about those pennies you drop in parking lots and couch cushions and, you know, that weird black hole between your car seats. Some people take it as a reminder, hey, let's value the small things. Because every penny has value. Others see it as a reminder that pennies should probably never exist anymore.
Oh, they're worth
It's Paul Bunyan Day, celebrating the legendary giant lumberjack and his blue ox babe, an American folklore icon. It's also Hug Day. That's right, Hug Day.
All right.
Get over here.
Go hug your friend.
Come on, sweetie.
I'll embrace you.
And according to one particular family therapist, we need 4 hugs a day for survival.
Hell yeah.
4 hugs a day for survival, 8 for maintenance, and 12 for growth. Most adults are lucky they get 1 hug a week. That's sad. What's your hug count for the week?
Oh. You know what? Great question. What is it? Thursday.
Are you suffering from touch deficit?
No. I hug people a lot. A lot of people hug me.
Yeah.
I hug my husband when he gets home. No, I'm good.
I'm not a natural hugger.
No?
What?
No, it's surprising, huh? That's surprising to hear, huh?
Do you hug your wife
Of course I do.
and your children?
Yeah.
Hug your kids more. What's going on?
I don't know what's going on in my house.
You paused.
Do you ever say I love you to him?
Of course I do.
You know, what are their names?
What are your, yeah, you know what? You call them the boy and the girl because you don't have to know their names.
They're
No.
there. They're fed and watered.
Are they the only people you hug?
Yeah, I mean, I'll hug my mom if I see her.
Okay.
I'm giving you a hug.
So you're at a deficit. We've ascertained that
Yes.
at this point. You're at a massive deficit.
And have you not seen Tommy every day this week?
Tom of the boss?
Don't you
Yeah,
hug
I've
the
gotten
boss?
I've seen him a few times.
And you hug every time?
Of course.
Oh, maybe I should start doing that. I'm sure he'd love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hugged. Yeah, I think I hugged at least one person at work a week. I hugged Grant Francis on Monday
Too much.
because he got some
He
good
just
news.
accepted a new job.
Yeah, I was really
too
excited
much.
for him.
Too much hugging around here.
Okay.
And also,
Too
shout
much
out
hugging
to
around
Grant
you.
Francis for refusing to get a real ID. Saw him in the hallway. He goes, I'm holding the line with you, man. I agree with you.
That is your son.
He's going to New York.
Heroes.
He's having a good life, and he's getting there without a real ID. So I'm going to hug Grant Francis when I see him.
Who gets hugged more, the BMW or the kids? Asked Chris. I'm not answering that question, okay?
New subject.
4 a day is the minimum.
4 a day we need 4 hugs a day for survival, 8 for maintenance, and 12 for growth.
I think I'm about there.
Oh, I'm at major
my
deficit.
dogs.
Major deficit.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And I'm a hugger, but I'm not I can't initiate. It's too scary for people.
Yeah.
And I don't live with a hugger. That's not her thing.
Listen,
So I
too
don't
many
do
hugs
that.
around here, not enough work going on. That's what I'm saying.
Bad
Get
news
to
for
work,
Grant
guys.
Francis. You're going to have to get me caught up on some hugs, bud. It's going to be some squeezing going on at work today.
Some love and touch and
So
squeezing.
I just have HR. You need to turn a blind eye to.
Do we even have HR?
I literally have
We don't have an
I
HR
literally
department
have to
anymore.
hug Grant Francis to survive.
hear
Trademark,
that,
trademark. Grant,
Get in here, Grant.
Get in here.
The H in HR
He's the
stands for
best.
hugging.
Hugging, yeah.
hugging Rafe. HR is
hugging
hugging
Rafe.
Rafe.
Ah, great.
The new HR is hugging
that's
Rafe when you
great.
see him to keep him alive.
Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news sponsored by.
STL Windows and Doors, the installers that other installers trust.
All right, would you rather live on the moon or Mars?
Mars, because that's where all the men are. Get me to the Mars.
Yeah.
No,
Never pay for a drink in Mars.
that's right. Mm-hmm. And I love looking at the moon. I don't want to. I just like marveling at it.
Colonize the moon.
I know. Please don't.
I mean,
I hope I'm
Mars-
dead by the time it happens because I can't deal.
Mars is like
to visit the moon, but I would not want to live there. That's Ernie taught me that.
that's
so
a
Mars.
really good one. Yeah, Mars all the way. It's the
You visit
giant.
the moon, you live on Mars.
Mars is the giant southwest part of the U.S. You know, it's just incredible.
It is.
Mars is
Wild
the New
West
Me-
over and
Mars
over
is
again.
the New
Sand.
Mexico of our galaxy.
You're right.
You're right.
Dude.
That's the Taos of our galaxy.
Red
I'm
Planet.
there.
Are you talking about this song?
Get some.
Well, I'd like to visit the moon on a rocket ship high in the air. Yes, I'd like to visit the moon, but I don't think I'd like to live there.
Good advice.
Yep. That's Ernie.
Thank you, Ernie.
1 in 5 Americans want to live on the moon.
Don't.
1 in 5 Americans would like to live on the moon. Now, Elon Musk said that, and he said it this week, that SpaceX is shifting its focus to a moon base instead of a Mars base. He still wants to go to Mars, but he says building a city on the moon is a lot easier right now.
That son of a bitch. I
So-
hate Elon Musk.
So a poll asked people, if you had a chance in your lifetime to live in a colony on the moon, would you? 19%, yes. 7% said definitely, 12% said probably, another 13% they're not sure, which means they're at least open to the idea. No chance.
Man.
No chance.
I hope Elon Musk, you know, he can do the thing where he can like put his head in a tank and he can live for like thousands of years. I want to be gone by the time the Elon Musk
We're colonized?
Muskville, USA is on the freaking moon.
He and Disney come back.
Yeah. Get me out of here,
Muskville, is that what we're calling it?
dude. Muskville.
Boy, there are some news stories that are just so hard to wrap your head around. And in fact, I when I saw this headline audibly in the office, I went, "Oh my God," because these are horrifying allegations. Truly disturbing. Out of Columbus, Ohio, a 35-year-old mother, Tiffany Lasore, has been arrested after hospital staff accused her of intentionally injecting human feces into her kid's IV line.
What a monster.
Yeah. According to police reports, this wasn't an isolated incident. Hospital staff first noticed something was wrong back on February 6th when they saw Tiffany injecting a foreign substance into the IV. 2 days later, on February 8th, staff witnessed her doing it again. How did they give her a second chance?
Yeah. If you see that someone tampers
If you see that one time,
Right.
how was she allowed back in that hospital?
What?
I guess it's her kids.
But still, if you see someone messing with the
So staff witnessed her doing it again, this time identifying the substance as human waste, and immediately called the cops. The evidence sounds pretty damning. Staff told officials that surveillance video from the hospital room allegedly shows Tiffany taking a cup into the bathroom, filling a syringe with fecal matter, and then injecting it directly into the IV line on her kid's hand. Why?
Yeah.
We still don't know why.
I mean, trying to poison
It's
them.
Munchausen's type.
Yeah.
Munchausen.
Or
Gotta
for
be,
attention,
right?
I guess. Yeah.
Munchausen by proxy.
Yep.
That's so
Gotta be.
terrible.
Gotta be.
Or you're a murderer. You are a
Monster. You're a monster for sure.
Yeah. It's
So she's been charged with child endangerment during her court appearance this past Tuesday. The judge ordered that she's not allowed to have any unsupervised contact with minors. So she'll be back in court a week from today. Crazy.
Yeah.
Also, heartbreaking news. It's just a senseless act of violence at that Starbucks drive-thru earlier this week. Claimed the life of Sam Linehan, who is a beloved figure in the local hospitality and skating communities. So if you follow the St. Louis restaurant scene, you likely knew of Sam. She's 28 years old. She was a general manager at Sato on the Hill, which is where I brought my wife for her birthday dinner on Saturday.
Great spot.
She previously helped open Yellow Belly in the Central West End. Beyond the restaurant world, Sam was a talented figure skating coach and a former silver medalist with the Junior Team USA synchronized skating team. She was killed at the Starbucks drive-thru earlier this week. Police have arrested 58-year-old Keith Lamont Brown in connection with the murder, and the details surrounding the arrest are pretty frustrating. So it turns out this Keith guy had allegedly gone on a robbery spree in the days leading up to the shooting. So on Friday, he reportedly robbed a woman at a Jack in the Box. On Sunday, he held up a Dollar General. In both previous incidents, he fired shots into the air but didn't physically harm anybody. Here's the kicker. In all three crimes, including the Starbucks shooting, which was Monday, he was wearing the same neon-colored construction vest. Naturally, people are asking why police didn't alert the public about a robber in a construction vest sooner.
Yeah.
And police spokesperson explained they didn't initially see a pattern because the crimes were different in nature. You know, one was indoors and one was outdoors.
Right.
And involved different guns. What? They didn't realize the vest was a connecting thread until after the fatal shooting at the Starbucks occurred.
Gosh.
So this Keith Brown guy is now being charged with 9 felonies, including murder and robbery. What a sad story.
That is sad.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
All right, let's talk about flu season and why Missouri is suddenly in the national spotlight for all the wrong reasons. According to the latest CDC data, influenza activity across the U.S. is still elevated, and while some parts of the country are starting to level off, a handful of states are seeing really high flu activity right now, and guess what? Missouri is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So the CDC ranks flu spread on a scale, and Missouri has been placed on the very high activity tier, which is near the top of the scale for how much flu is circulating and how hard it's hitting local healthcare systems. The same designation also includes states like Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, South Carolina, and Tennessee. So what that means on the ground here in Missouri, flu cases have jumped quickly with the number of confirmed infections statewide more than doubling in a short period late last year. And some urgent care centers reported roughly a third of flu tests coming back positive, way above what's typical this time of year. Hospitals in parts of Kansas City have been filling up with patients coming in with flu symptoms, coughs, fevers, body aches, the whole classic package. Basically, we're in the peak window of flu season, and Missouri is seeing lots of community spread. So a couple different strains, too. Influenza A, influenza B. The A strains were dominant earlier, and now the B strain is rising, which keeps the season active for longer nationally.
You can get these COVID tests now that have the flu A and B strain in there as well.
I thought you bought them all.
I did buy them all, and you can buy them from me at learnisahypochondriac.com. But no, it's actually very convenient. So if you're somebody busy and you're like, I don't know what this is, go buy one of those and put it up your nose.
Yeah, put it up your nose. Flu tends to spread more easily in cooler weather and with people spending more time indoors. So winter social mixing and holiday travel probably help push infection levels, upward. But, it's helping that it's warmer out and people are outside more. That'll help prevent some of the spread.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, you could drink elderberry, and that helps as well.
Mm-hmm. I also found...
I know a person. Allthingselderberry.com. What?
A pro tip, if you don't want to take those tests, a nice workaround is just go to work sick and let your coworkers get sick and find out what you had, and then they'll tell you.
Let them test and then see what you had? That's good.
It is a little longer of a wait, but it is a great way to find out.
That's a great way to find out. And finally, as far as health news goes, if you've ever wished that a buddy could smell your farts and provide you with analysis on your gut bacteria, well, technology, it's about to become your friend, guys. We're there, guys. Scientists have developed smart underwear.
Oh, great.
Or a wearable sensor that could clip on your underwear and monitor gut activity by measuring the hydrogen gas in your flatulence.
Why am I thinking of, when you say smart underwear, you know how like nerds have like the tape on their nose? That's just at the tip of the G-string. Like it's just like a little, like a nerd thought. What?
There's like
No,
a
it's cute.
pocket protector hanging out of the back of your undies with pins in it.
So you can even do this on the go. A battery charge can last up to a week. Now, researchers say the device detects dietary changes with 95% accuracy. And it has revealed that the average person passes gas 32 times daily, far more than the 10 to 20 times people typically self-report. Now, there's a lot of variance, though. In their studies, on any given day, a person might fart as little as 4 times, while others can pass gas up to 60 times a day.
Good job.
Especially during chili season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm glad you're bringing this up. Because I have something to say. It finally happened. And it happened on Super Bowl Sunday.
The liquid shadow?
The liquid shadow.
Oh, well, how did we not lead with this?
I've been holding it in, just like farts, my whole life. And
Got you?
I let
Thank
it
God
go
you were home.
on Sunday morning. And it finally happened.
Thank God you were home.
Sunday morning coming down.
Did you tell Tim immediately?
Of course I did. You know what he did? I actually crapped in these shorts that were his basketball shorts that I wear. And so I ended up cleaning them up, and I kept them, and I washed them because it wasn't that bad.
He burned.
And he folded my laundry, and he got to those silver shorts, and I got him out to wear them again, like on
Did he
Wednesday.
say they're yours now?
No, he wrote in a permanent marker on the inside seam "poopy pants." So now those
Well,
are
that's nice.
an heirloom
They're
of our
yours
home.
now. You should frame them.
So I am of the club, guys.
Congrats.
The liquid shadow.
It's a
crept
matter
up
of
behind
time.
you.
Turn 40 and it is creeping.
It is
The
terrifying.
liquid shadow creeped up behind you and put his hand on your shoulder and
I
said,
know.
"You're mine now."
What was the... Set it up for us. What were you doing?
I was up early because I actually didn't feel very well on Sunday morning.
Clearly.
Okay. And I woke up. Yeah, can I give the piano or something? Or are you going to have the two? Okay. And so I wake up at like 5 a.m. and I'm like, God, I don't feel good.
Okay.
And I let one rip, and I was on my couch.
At 5 a.m. Your white couch.
On my white couch. And luckily there was no caca
Oh, my
on
God.
the couch. Thank God.
Wow.
But yeah, I had to go upstairs to the bathroom.
This
and
happened at 5 in the morning?
Yeah. I did not feel
At least
well.
you got it out of the way.
Were you
early.
raw dogging in the shorts?
Yes, I was.
Oh.
Straight shorts. And to be honest with you, God bless these shorts because
Yeah.
kept everything together.
Honestly, the fact he got away with it with no undies. is
Right.
pretty
For
Yeah.
basketball shorts, too. That's a miracle.
It is.
Not all over.
That was
wow.
a Super Bowl
miracle, dude.
Super Bowl miracle.
What was your reaction at 5 a.m. when,
I go,
when your
oh.
little toot came out and you were like, and you felt the wetness on your cheeks?
I went upstairs, I cleaned myself up, and then I immediately, and I had to go get new pants.
But
So and Tim was still asleep.
did you
You didn't-
verbalize at all? Were you like,
Did you wake him up?
oh,
I did.
no.
I
You woke him up?
Oh, he woke up. I was getting in my drawers, which is in my.
You didn't have to tell him.
were getting in
I
his
did have to
drawers.
tell. I tell
Yeah.
him everything. And so I woke up. I go, I got to change my pants. I go, I just crapped myself. And he goes, congratulations.
Welcome to the club.
So I am no longer
The hand
the
of the liquid shadow
remaining
has
member of this show.
got you.
We're a good
There
team.
was
Ladies,
an-
watch
you-
out after
there-
40. It's a mess.
Was there a moment when you're in the bathroom and you're like, this is it? It's all downhill from here?
I did. Yeah, I was having a
Yeah, it
moment
was
of
a life
solace. I was like, I
milestone.
can't deal with this.
No verbalization. There was no moment where you were like, oh, no.
No, I did. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me.
And you know what? The the liquid shadow gets everybody.
I know. I'm terrified.
Hey,
Well, I already got
nothing
you.
to be ashamed of.
Thanks, man.
Welcome to the club.
I thought of you all. I honestly,
I'm
didn't-
upset that we're just now finding out.
I
I
know,
had
I'd
to deal
rather
with the
this would-
shame. I was like, I'm ashamed. And then we had a lot of news this week. I was like, I don't want to step on Pinup Bowl.
That
and
should have been.
Yeah, I didn't
Super
want this to
Bowl.
overshadow Moon buying pinup bowl.
I know.
This is a bigger story. Bigger story. Sorry, Joe Edwards.
Sorry, Moon.
There should be a liquid.
should have been on Fox 2
yes,
yesterday.
there should be a liquid shadow ticker underneath.
It's on the news right now. I see it.
Yep.
Well, if you had one of these smart underwear sensors in your
You would have shorted it
I
out.
wish I
yeah,
did.
would have
Yeah.
started smoking.
Also, does it have a silencer or anything in these smart?
No.
Oh, like a silent. That would be great.
This sensor wouldn't be something, we'd all toss in our tidy whities, but scientists are excited because the current options for studying gut bacteria are very limited, and this could help diagnose digestive issues.
Yeah.
If they put a filter in, That'd be helpful, too.
That'd be neat.
So we've all let a test fart that got away from us before where you're like, uh-oh. Let's just see if I can get away with this. You let a little squeaker out, and it stinks like a landfill. And you're like, this isn't good. And now I've opened a valve. And I got it. And I'm in closed quarters, and I got to get out of here.
So it tells you, right? Is it audible? Like it tells you when you're walking around, it's still, too much corn today. Calm down on the corn.
Man, on Michael McDonald's birthday, too, we find this out. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
There's just never a good time.
I keep forgetting that I just crapped my pants.
I keep forgetting that I'm a pants anymore.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll get to an email or two. All right, we got time for a couple of emails. RizzShow1057thepoint.com, or send over your instant feedback to the 1057 The Point mobile app. Rafe, what do we got?
Oh, we got all kinds of good stuff.
Let's
start
go
with this one. Hey, guys and gal.
Hi.
This is a good one for you.
Me?
Oh, yeah. Rizz wears his Italian heritage loud and proud, as he should.
Yeah.
Hearing him do that commercial for the Italy trip got me thinking, does he know what part of Italy his family is from?
Yeah.
One time in high school, I had a buddy over for a family party. I introduced the group as the Italian half of my family. My uncle got pissed. He was like, hey, we are a Sicilian. Sent from my pasta bowl. Rizz.
Well, I got family all over. My father's side is from the north, and my mother's side is from the south, more Sicilian. So I'm a good mixture.
What does that mean, though? What are the parts of Italy? Do they have it like? Is Italy like the United States in that sense? Like,
Yeah.
my.
Yeah, if you're Sicilian, you're Sicilian.
Right, but I'm saying like, what's the northern part? Is there a sub-region that I would recognize?
I think you have your more like fair-skinned, up like near the Alps.
Yeah.
My
north,
grandpa
like,
was Sicilian.
Alps Capone's from there.
like where they got the Olympics going on right now, like in the Alps, the Cortina area, Milan.
Okay.
It's up north. In the south, you got like the darker-skinned, olive-skinned, Sicilians.
That's from my gramps was from.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got a good mixture.
It was a
of
big
both.
deal to him that you knew he was Sicilian and not just Italian.
When I go over there, I'm going to go find my roots.
I hope you do.
You gonna look
really
for
cool.
family?
Sure.
I'm kind of curious.
You
about
should.
Mm-hmm.
There's
What
got
if I'm like a god in like one of these small towns?
No.
What if they're just waiting?
The Rizzutos?
What if they're waiting for the chosen one? to
The
come?
Lost Son.
Dude, what show was that? Was that Seinfeld or was it King of Queens, where the dude that plays Frank finds out he's got like a cousin in Italy, but it's just him, and he's exactly the same. He's like super pissed off, yelling at everybody. What if you go over there, dude, and you find like a cousin, and this person is just your twin,
me,
and he's just screaming
in Italian.
He's screaming, bring out the check.
He's got the number one morning show, and he's got the number one morning show in Palermo. Number one morning radio show in
That'd be
Palermo.
amazing.
Just yells at people.
It's time for the crap on the celebrity.
I'm like looking in the mirror. I'm like, oh, look in the mirror. We're like putting our hands up, like,
Yeah.
Wow.
You hate this? I can't find no parking. The guy's just totally upset. Oh, I think you should. I, for one, let's take it to a vote. Should Rizz find his long-lost family
Of
in
course.
Italy?
Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
I'll do it.
All right.
I'm just imagining I roll into some small Italian village,
Yeah.
and they're like, the chosen one.
There's a guy in like that. I imagine him in the outfit that they run with the bulls in for some reason, even though I know that's not Italy. That's what he has
Spain.
on. I don't know.
Spain.
Hey, I need education about Italy.
it's
This is just
Spain.
what I'm imagining. And he's like pulling a little donkey through the streets of whatever town you're in, Mount Vesuvius. And you look up and make eye contact, and you're looking in a mirror, dude.
Everybody looks like you. Just
Everybody
running
looks like
around.
me. Yeah, I ride. I'm like I'm staying. Like I'm treated like a king.
Yeah, you're in Tripoli.
You probably
and-
are. You're going to love it over there.
There's little statues of you all over this little town.
That's right.
Gosh.
All right, next.
All right. Good morning, Rizz Show.
Hey, morning.
I have a problem in my relationship that I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but it's driving me crazy. So I'm reaching out to get your opinions. Here we go. I've been receiving text messages that my partner is cheating on me, but have not found any evidence yet. I've noticed that their pattern during the day has changed, and they have been spending a little more time at work lately. The text messages that I've received are from unknown numbers and will not tell me who they are, nor have they sent me any concrete evidence as far as their accusations. I've asked them to send me evidence, but none of them have. A little background into the relationship. We've been together for 11 years. We've been married with kids for about 5. I've always been the one accused of cheating on my partner by them, but I never have due to the jobs I've held. That's an interesting statement.
Yeah.
I've always worked anywhere from 55 to 70 hours a week. I would greatly appreciate your opinions.
Oh, yeah. 100% cheating, and I believe you should hire
A PI?
The Rizzuto.
Scott Rizzuto,
Detective
PI.
Yeah.
It's a new company I'm starting today.
Yes.
Where I'll get I have binoculars at home.
Oh, great. We're halfway there.
Yeah. And he has a really smart dog that always solves it, but he takes the credit for it.
Do you have a long brown jacket and a magnifying glass?
Now you're being silly.
Okay.
What do you wear under your jacket?
Absolutely nothing.
But
there are watches you can buy.
He's been working late, and this is a new thing, and is getting messages from unknown numbers. Yeah, of course he is. And he accuses you of cheating all the time?
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
No.
a red flag.
is this it's the woman?
The person, it says anonymous. I
Oh.
don't know if this is a man or woman. They use the term partner, so I don't know. I'm trying, the way I read it was, I've been receiving text messages that my partner is cheating, but I have found no concrete evidence. So they're getting random anonymous text messages from a number they don't recognize.
Oh, okay.
Accusing their partner of cheating. Red flag.
Of course.
Asked them for evidence, but have provided none. Background on the relationship. They've always been, the person they're with has always been accusing them of cheating, and they haven't due to their job, which shouldn't be the only reason you're not cheating. I would like to point that out. I'm not sure what that means. It says I've always been the one accused of cheating on my partner, but I never have due to the jobs I've held. I don't think your career should be the only reason you're not cheating. I'm too busy to cheat. Honestly, I was the president of a bank, supposed to have time for that.
Or maybe they mean like they only work with the same sex.
Possible. You can still cheat.
It's true.
You just got to open your mind and your body up a little bit.
So what do you think, Learn?
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting like leads on things, I mean, have you talked to your partner about it? And
What does your gut say? Obviously this person thinks they're cheating, and that sucks.
And it does suck.
Does suck.
Yeah, I mean, if your gut's telling you that, I mean,
your gut's telling you
then
that,
go
something's
with
up.
it. Yeah, always trust your gut for sure.
Well, yeah, I will say this. The anonymous text thing is a red flag because I'm always like, well, who's interjecting
doing
themselves
that?
in your life
Yeah.
and that doesn't want to be identified? Now,
Right.
it could be Good Samaritan. It could be somebody that's close to you guys but doesn't want to get involved and be the bad guy, or it could be somebody stirring up the hornet's nest.
Could be the person that they're
Yeah.
cheating with.
And it could
Could
be
also be
somebody
that.
that also really wants to break up your
Yeah.
Marriage, yeah.
Could be an enemy.
Yeah, talk to your
Sucks.
person.
But if they've been accusing you all the time, I find
That's
that
the
people
thing.
that accuse a lot are often
The cheater.
projecting their own shortcomings on
Exactly,
you.
yes.
So that's not a good sign, my brother or sister. I would hire the detective agency of Rizzuto PD, and maybe we can get to the bottom of this for you, because you're clearly working too many hours.
Private detective, I like to call myself a private investigator.
That's right.
PI.
Yeah.
Private
Magnum.
Next.
Hey, Rizzuto.
Hey.
Me and my girlfriend compete against each other daily in Wordle and Connections, much like you guys do.
Yeah.
And recently, she showed up at home with the good or gross jelly beans. And after years of listening to you guys gag, cough, and play it up like a bunch of sissies, we started making the loser eat a bean each day. So I lost and had to eat the old bandage bean and wanted to send my sincere and official apologies to the Rizzuto Show in totality.
Horrible, right?
Because it, in fact, made me gag and throw up. Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're bad.
Although her and I have to eat the whole thing and don't spit them out like you wusses, it doesn't change the fact that they are indeed awful. P.S. I'm in the mining industry. I don't have service while on air and playing games. What a fella need to do to get a few tickets to Rizz show night at the Blues game? I'll take 2 if Rizz is feeling generous. You know what? Come pick them up today at the
Yeah,
station.
you get them from, and then hit the time machine and go back in time.
That's right.
I think we all should eat a jelly bean.
No.
In honor of this person.
In honor of this
No,
person.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
He
it.
hates it. Yeah, they're gross, man. I'm glad that you had that experience, and I'm glad that you and your wife have found
You
a
eat
fun
one.
game.
Fine, I will.
Don't get me involved.
In honor of your email, Learn is going to roll the dice and eat
Do it.
Crap my pants
a
again.
nasty
Here we go.
jelly bean and possibly have the liquid shadow visit her yet
Oh,
again.
no, I got 3.
Oh,
Oh,
now
no.
you have to eat all 3.
Yep, all of them about the
Dare
same
you eat
time.
all 3.
Just take two. Ew.
No.
Dang, she did it.
Ew.
And?
There's no way they're
Honestly,
all
it's
good.
not that bad.
Is
You
that
got
the
three good ones?
I think I lucked out with
Oh
three
my
good
God,
ones.
you gotta
No
be kidding.
way.
Wow. The gods have smiled on the Rizzuto
You
Show.
gotta be kidding me. Hey, I want to do sports real quick, and thank you for your emails, by the way. We are officially seeing the end of an era in the NFL. Rob Havenstein, or Havenstein, however you want to say it, the longtime offensive tackle for the Rams, has announced his retirement after 11 seasons. And this one hits a little different in the history books because Rob was the last player on the roster who actually suited up for the Rams back when they were in St. Louis. So the final player that was a St. Louis Ram and is now a L.A. Ram has retired.
Wow.
Yep. He has stayed with the team continuously through the move to L.A. He was a rookie during that final season here in St. Louis back in 2015, and he turned into an app around the league. But this was the last Rams player on the roster.
Dang.
End of an era.
End of an era. All right, here's sports. All right. Now, usually, we'd be breaking down the Blues power play or the Cardinals bullpen, but today we're looking a little further afield. We've got the Winter Olympics in full swing over in Italy, and the fallout from the Super Bowl is hitting one player's wallet harder than the linebacker. But first, we'll start with a story that has deep roots here in the Gateway City. So if you were a Blues fan in the 90s and early 2000s, you know the name Keith Tkachuk, right?
Oh, yeah.
Legend in town. Well, his legacy is currently on center stage in Milan.
Yes.
For the first time since 2014, the NHL has allowed its players to go back to the Olympics. That means Team USA isn't just college kids or minor leaguers. It's the absolute best of the best. And right at the heart of that roster are Keith's two sons, Matthew and Brady Tkachuk.
That's awesome.
And those two grew up right here in St. Louis. They played youth hockey here, and now they are wearing the red, white, and blue together. It's a pretty incredible dynamic because in the NHL, they play on different teams. You know, Matthew's in Florida, Brady's in Ottawa. But for the next 2 weeks, they're line mates. And Keith Tkachuk was recently interviewed, and he said he's loving it because people are finally coming up to him and asking, hey, you're Matthew and Brady's dad. Instead of talking about his own career. The stakes are pretty high, though. The U.S. men's hockey team has not won a gold medal since the Miracle on Ice back in 1980. That is a 46-year drought. With a roster this stacked, expectations are through the roof. They open play against Latvia today at 2:10 St. Louis time.
All right.
I saw some video last night with I won't which Tkachuk it was, but it was USA versus Canada, and they threw down 1 second into the game, and he's like, I wanted to let them know. Because I had teammates on the Canada side, like, we ain't teammates today. And he said he skated by the bench, and he goes, as soon as they drop the puck, it's on. Well, he said it to the whole bench, and he did. They went fisticuffs right out of the gate, and I was like, I like this guy.
I can't wait. Today, 2:10 Latvia. It's the first game for Team USA. Now let's take a quick detour from the Olympics, talk about the Super Bowl. So the Seattle Seahawks are your new champions, and quarterback Sam Darnold is arguably the happiest man in football right now. However, he's about to get a very expensive reality check thanks to something called the jock tax. So here's how it works. We've kind of touched upon this before. Professional athletes are taxed not just where they live, but where they play. Talking to Kerry Davis, who played for the Pittsburgh Steelers for a while, he would get a tax bill from every state they played in.
Yeah. When I used to work on the road, and Moon does the same thing, like my tax thing it was a full-on book. It was like all the provinces of Canada. You get all the states here. It was absurd, and it cost a fortune to get it done. And it'd be like 20 cents, $1.50.
That's why a lot of players love playing in Florida. No income tax.
Yeah. How come the NFL hasn't come up with this yet, where it's like if you're playing in California and you're not a team based there, you're only getting paid $1 that day?
I don't know.
And then we're waiting until you get back home, and then you get paid your millions.
I have no idea why it works that way, but
Get in there.
Because the Super Bowl was held in California, which has the highest income tax rate in the country, Sam Darnold is going to owe a massive chunk of his earnings to the state of California. So we're talking about a bill estimated around $185,000 just for playing that one game. And that's a steep price of admission even for a winner. And it's a reminder that while the confetti is free, the venue definitely isn't. All right, let's go back to Italy because Team USA is having an absolute field day at the Winter Games. If you haven't been paying attention, we have a new American superstar. His name is Jordan Stoltz. Jordan is a speed skater from Wisconsin, and yesterday he did something incredible. He won the gold medal in the 1,000-meter race. Now, for those who don't watch speed skating, The 1,000 meters a sprint. I mean, it is pure power. Jordan didn't just win. He set a new Olympic record, finishing in 1 minute and 6.28 seconds. He beat the silver medalist by nearly a full second.
I saw this guy.
Which in speed skating is like winning a baseball game by 10 runs.
Like, how fat and awful about yourself do you feel watching that guy? Like, I was eating something as I was seeing, like, a recap. I'm going, oh, my God. He's going uphill, right?
No, that's the... That was the biathlon.
Oh,
that
okay,
was the
that's what I saw.
That was the
then,
cross-country
I'm sorry.
skiing. You're talking cross-country skiing.
Okay, my bad. I thought that was also
I saw the
speed.
same video, and I feel like a piece of crap, too.
Very good. Thank you.
Moving from the ice to the snow, let's talk about moguls. You know this event, the one where skiers go down a steep hill covered in massive bumps, knees bouncing up and down like pistons, then launching themselves off jumps. The American women absolutely dominated this event yesterday. 20-year-old Liz Lemley took home the gold medal. She's a first-time Olympian, and her teammates call her the silent assassin.
Nice. Wow.
Because she's very quiet, very focused, and then just destroys the competition. But she wasn't the only one on the podium. Her teammate, Jalen Kauf, took the silver. It was a 1-2 finish for the U.S. Jalen actually had a terrible qualifying round and barely made it to the finals, but she reset her mindset and put down a massive run when it counted. All right. We also have some emotional moments in figure skating, specifically Scott's favorite ice dance.
Yep.
Now, ice dance is different from pair skating. There are no jumps. No one's being thrown in the air. It's just footwork, edge control. It's like you're looking at ballroom dancing on frozen surface.
It's cool.
The American team of Madison Chalk and Evan Bates won the silver medal. This is a great story because not only have they been partners on the ice for over a decade, but they're also married in real life.
That's cute.
They skated a Matador theme, and scored a personal best. They were flawless, but they missed the gold medal by less than 2 points to a French team. Evan Bates called it a bittersweet moment. They performed the best skate of their lives, but it just wasn't quite enough for the gold. They haven't decided yet if they're retiring, but if this was their last dance, at least they went out on a high note.
They are the couple that skated to Paint It Black when they were in St. Louis, and it was awesome.
Did we see them, or was that the next day?
I think ice dancing was the next day. Because you missed it because they did a Godfather one, too, and it was awesome. It was actually where I was like, ice dancing is where I'm going to probably check out. Wrong. Checked all the way in. Sexy. Cool.
One last note before we go to a break. Keep an eye on Chloe Kim. She is the queen of the snowboard halfpipe. She qualified first for the finals yesterday, which sounds normal for her, except she's competing with a torn labrum in her shoulder. She needs surgery, but she's putting it off to try to win her third straight gold medal. And that final's coming up soon. All right, that's your sports. We'll take one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. All right, that is it for us. Appreciate you all tuning in. If you missed anything on the program, make sure you check out the clip of the day, brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Podcast is titled
I Choose You in the Desert of Joe.
Okay. Scott, what else?
Well, you can follow me at King Scott Rules, and I want to say thank you to everyone that hopped on the TikTok yesterday. That was a blast. It was a busy day in there, and you guys are amazing, so thank you.
Awesome.
Are you getting the play done?
Well, slowly. I get a little distracted.
Okay.
Learn?
Just follow me on the socials at Learn versus Radio, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks.
Rafe.
0 notes.
Okay. Then we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Columbia, Missouri, Dustin Scott is our Teamers Member of the Day. And Dustin wants to hear the song. Here it is. Have a great rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The Rizzuto Show.